as we're taking a short rest back up in the house itself. So I will move the two that are not here yet to that house area, or to the door up to the house. So, I guess where we guys left off, you had found the underground dungeon and made your way into... Oh, you found the family crypt, which has a grave for every member of the family.
We did find that.
The two kids, the husband, and the wife. You also found a shrine to Strahd, where it has a wooden statue of him holding up a crystal. And when you approached it, you were attacked by ghosts. Shadowy, incorporeal ghost cultists.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
A statue that was holding up a crystal. Like a real crystal? Or like
Yes.
a wooden crystal?
It's an actual crystal in his hand.
Nobody actually looked at it. We were too busy trying to not get slaughtered.
Really, though.
Yep.
Is it a dark colored crystal or a lighter colored crystal?
The crystal is a smoky gray crystal orb.
I guess it's all right.
What do you mean it's all right? It's a crystal. It's worth money. Cha-ching.
I mean, yeah, if you're going and grabbing it, you do. You can detach it from the statue pretty easily.
I'm pretty sure that statue was burned to a crisp.
Yeah, somebody firebolted it, I believe. And you can ballpark that the crystal itself is worth about 25 gold pieces. Also, does anyone have passive perception 10 or better?
Passive perception? Yes, me.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mine.
As of last level, I am now proficient in perception.
Okay, cool. So if you have a passive perception above 10, you notice that this section of the wall is kind of falling apart, and it's just like a thin layer of plaster over what appears to be like a wooden door.
I'll walk over and just try to knock on it.
The plaster chips away pretty easily, and you end up revealing a staircase that leads up to a ladder.
I guess I'll try to go over there and go up the ladder.
Wait.
Okay.
Let's. I'm starting to think that maybe we may want to take a more systematic approach to this.
I was gonna peek. I was gonna peek through.
It seems pretty systematic. The least intelligent party member fumbles across any.
Let's make sure there's nothing coming from down here before we start climbing any more ladders. Yes.
Kind of with him on this one. There's still a lot up down here we haven't seen.
So far, we've just been going through this house as the wind blew us, but I feel it may be worthwhile to attempt having some sort of a purpose. And I'm going to start walking down towards what's down here.
Down there, you reveal a short hallway with a door at the end.
For example, there's a door here.
Guess I'll walk over here and.
I'm going to go see, is the door locked?
So, as soon as you touch the door, you stick to it.
I try to hold my hand off the knob, and it's like, the door's sticky.
You should have hooked it with something first.
It is now. I'm going to need initiatives because the door is going to try to eat you.
Great.
Sticky situation here.
Shouldn't we wait till Tom has the initiative tracker up?
Well, it will put your stuff on the initiative tracker before I pull it up.
Okay.
I rolled twice by mistake for Alexis.
Decent.
My first roll is better. No.
Reveal a little more here so I can grab that.
Real fake doors.
They are, in fact, real fake doors. Though, hey, luckily, this thing, hold on. God damn it. There we go. I'm relearning technology.
Robin,
So-
don't you roll advantage on your initiative?
No. That's a barbarian thing, but not the level I have.
So it got a 2. Who else here? Layla has a 16, I believe, because I'm going to go with the first roll. So I mean,
Yeah, Layla has a 16. Lux has a 23.
what, they fix the 12 then? That's 16. Lux. Add turn. He has a 23. And Durzo has a 5, you said?
Yes. My character's going, what do you mean sticky door?
Which, yeah, now that you're glued to it,
Sticky door.
now that you're glued to it, yeah, it's the door cracks in the middle and a large mouth opens and a big tongue comes out of it and it's full of teeth and other horrible
Okay.
horrible things going on right now.
I look at the door that I'm stuck through and it develops teeth, and I'm like, oh! I hate this now.
Short rest.
Yes, you did get the benefits of a short rest right before we ended the last session. So.
We did?
Yes.
We went up to the
Oh, right.
kids' room, basically. Because we
All
were
right,
safe there.
Yep. So up first is, let me put the turns in order here. Because I haven't fixed the order yet. There we are. Now the 23 is. So first is Lux.
Well, secretly.
Okay. So that means I need. That is a dex save. All right. It's a 13.
That makes.
Okay. So somehow, despite being a door, I guess it pulls Trisbel in front of it, and you kind of angle your shot where you're trying not to hit him, but it hits the ceiling. Anything else?
No.
All right, Layla's up.
I'm like, well, don't see that every day. And I'll pull up my rapier and hit it.
Okay.
I think I got sneak peeks.
So you're gonna walk up close to it?
Oh, you definitely hit it.
Rapier reach.
So 9 damage. All right. Let me mark
I'm
that.
frantically trying to like wiggle out of the way so she has somewhere to hit with the rapier.
Like poking it under his arm.
Yeah. As he's like flailing on the end of this thing, it's like horrifying. Like he's stuck to the doorknob and this thing is like in his face. Next up is Godazonk.
If I walk over to here, can I yeet a dart to it?
You can easily throw a dart down the hallway, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that a crit?
Yes, it is.
You yeeted that dart.
That was only one.
So
Oh,
10.
it's 7. No, it's 7 because disregard the other +3. So
Oh, okay. The +3 is on the first roll. All right.
Yeah.
So 7 damage. Okay, yeah. You throw the dart, it sinks into this thing's wooden-looking body. Trisbel, you're up next.
I look down at the door that I'm stuck to, and I'm like, well, that's really rude. And I scream. And as I do, my hand, the one that's free, develops into a claw.
Oh, shit.
Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to make this we'll make it a claw attack.
All right.
So I try to hit it.
Okay.
I think I do.
That is definitely going to hit.
And add 2 to this damage roll because I'm raging. So 7 damage.
Okay.
Now, can I make another attack?
You have extra attack, right?
I don't, but when I attack with my claws, I can make an additional claw attack as part of the same action.
Oh.
What I'm asking is, can I move my claw?
Yes. It's basically like being grappled, except you're stuck to the.
Okay, then I'll attack again.
Yeah, the mimic adhesive thing, rules as written, counts as being grappled.
Gotcha. So 15 to hit the second one.
That does it.
And second hit does another 7 damage.
Okay.
So I'm tearing at it, trying to tear myself free, and you guys can see like claw marks appearing in this quote unquote door.
Okay. Yeah, I could not tell you why, but the mimic adhesive, rules as written, basically just counts as a grapple. So
Yeah, that's fine.
anything that you can do normally while grappled, it is going to try and bite you because it has you stuck to it, and it's not its turn. That was dumb. I'm sorry. It's Durzos.
That's fine.
Ignore the bite.
Considering I can't really get close enough to do melee damage with my psychic blades, I guess I'm going to start throwing psychic blades.
Okay, cool. I didn't know a soul knife could throw them.
Yes,
They can.
they have a separate roll for that. So does a 17 hit?
Yes.
It takes 3 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
I also get sneak attack because somebody is. So there's 7 points. And then as a bonus attack, I'm going to form another psychic blade and attempt to throw.
Okay.
I'm going to presume the 19 hits.
Easily.
1 point of damage.
question: Does the
One is better than none.
sneak attack just count as regular damage or psychic damage if being thrown by the psychic blade?
I think the sneak attack counts as whatever damage the weapon
That is correct.
does. So because
That
the
is correct.
psychic blades count as psychic, the sneak attack is also psychic.
Okay.
Okay, now it's going to attempt to bite, and of course I accidentally close out.
It'd be kind of like if my flurry of blows, if I have my astral arms, those would count as force damage.
Okay,
Yep.
so it goes in for the bite. 14?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
it tries to pull you into its mouth, and its teeth get stuck in your armor.
My shield, probably, actually.
Yeah, you probably get that off and wedge it in the way. And then we are back to the top of the round with Lux.
Fire with psychic daggers from the corner.
Oh, I kind of yeeted a darn crit.
That's it. What do you want to do, Lux? Will?
Well,
Well, same thing again.
Okay.
Deck save.
Deck save. It will dodge. It's got 18. Again, it's basically like holding it's holding Trisvel in front of it, kind of like hostage situation, and where you're trying to shoot, it's kind of like angling him in the way of the shot. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I don't have any other tricks.
All right. Layla, you're up.
Yeah, I'll poke it again.
Okay.
Secret tag too. So.
This time it doesn't quite manage to find purchase. Like it's still flailing Trisvel around, and people are kind of hesitant to try and hit it if they're going to stab him.
It occurs to me that did we have the sneak attack damage for the first attack?
Yeah.
But it was a little late for that.
Yes. The first one, yeah, it had the sneak attack damage attached.
All right.
Yeah, if you scroll up, you'll see there was sneak attack damage added.
Yeah, 6 regular, 3 sneak attack. Alright. Anything else? Like a movement or a bonus action?
so my turn.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I don't got much else to do besides poke it.
Okay. So it is Godzong.
Eating another dart.
That will also hit. What is with you and these darts today, man?
I don't know. Max damage.
Oh shit. Alright. So it's starting to show some wear and tear as you guys have been like managing to hit it here and there, and you can see chunks being taken out of the wooden-esque body.
Guess working on a farm for so long does help.
Not very bright, but can throw a dart.
Alright, Trisvel.
Just animalistically ripping at this thing, trying to get free. Like, have you ever seen like a trapped animal?
Oh yeah.
That's how he's acting right now. It's just like just trying to rip off whatever's holding him.
Alright.
So 16
That'll hit.
and 7 probably doesn't.
7, not so much.
But max damage, so 11 damage on the first attack.
It crumbles, actually.
Uh-huh.
So, like, your last desperate struggle, you claw out, and this thing just falls apart into, like, wood and mess and surprisingly goopy innards.
Okay, so with my second attack, then I like go down on top of it
Yeah.
and start like batting at it. Like he's gone from trapped animal to like now trying to eviscerate this thing.
Okay. So, yeah, the door is gone. You rip this thing to shreds. It opens up into what is
And then I
basically-
turn around. I turn around and I see Layla standing there with a rapier and everybody behind her. I'm like, take a deep breath, compose myself, and the claws retract and the arm turns back into a human arm. And I'm like, it's been a while since that got out of control.
Don't see that much every day.
Just hold up my rapier and like, this is why you poke things. Preferably pointy objects.
I forgot, Tom.
Yeah.
I forgot. Do I or don't I recover my darts after battle?
Yeah, I believe you can get them back from what's left of the mimic.
Okay.
Hi, fellas. Sorry I'm a little late.
No
someone
worries.
Came up and I had to address it.
Oh, you missed the mimic fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's too bad. I like mimics.
It was a door. I put you guys up where you entered the dungeon from. Everybody else is down south from where you are. So when you get on, you'll see where stuff is.
All right. Yeah, I'm going on roll 20 right now. I do have to level up, and I'm also in the middle of making sure my Fortnite player can actually play her match tonight.
Oh no, you're
That'd be
good.
good.
So, and then right before that, I got the word from St. Lawrence about my potential salary. So that's what I've been trying to deal with.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
So they said 50K would be the top of the scale.
Huh.
But that is significantly more than.
So,
They didn't give me a range.
the minute gone, it opens up into this chamber where you can see in the middle of the room there's a small table, kind of set like people would be having dinner at it, with two high back chairs and a chandelier hanging over it. And then across the room there is another hallway leading further into the darkness, which let me just.
Bullshit, well, you might not want to touch anything else. It seems like everything here is trying to eat you.
Shazville's it's a tasty fellow.
Food doors and undead and ghosts.
This house has got it in for us, it seems.
Can we go over to the table? Is there anything?
Perhaps someone,
Is there
perhaps
actual-
someone else should take the lead.
Is there like actual food set here, or?
No, it's just it's set like people were going to eat here, but there's nothing on the plates or in the cups.
Alright, I'll take a peek down the hallway.
I'll fall behind.
Okie dokie. The hallway opens up into what appears to be a pretty decently furnished bedroom. You can see there's a chest at the foot of a large bed. There's a painting, but it has fallen off the wall onto the floor.
Can I search this chest?
Can I poke it with my rapier first?
Sure. You walk up and tap the. Nothing happens when you tap the chest. The chest is not.
All right, I tap everything in the room.
Yeah, you're going around.
Painting up.
I'm opening the chest.
You open the chest and you get a good look at inside. Folded on the top of whatever's in there is a some kind of like cloak or bit of cloth. If you reach down and you move that, you see 4 potions underneath it. But as you're starting to dig through the chest, there's a loud crashing noise as through the wall, 2 sections of the wall come these.
Guys, there's ugly things in here.
I'll need, they're basically like figures wearing like black cloaks. They're emaciated, they're gaunt. One of them is male, one is female, and they come lumbering through like a thin layer of wall that they smash their way out of. And I will need initiatives yet again.
It's the temple guards.
I really got nothing to say about that.
It took me a second, but I understood that
I
reference.
haven't thought about that show in many years.
What show?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh God.
The Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
If I were ever going to be on a fucking game show as a kid, that would have been the one I'd want.
I didn't think of that, but I did think of it like a.
See two ugly men.
I didn't think of that, but I did think of like a scary house where people are just waiting in rooms designed for them to jump out and go poo, boo.
Yeah, fair.
Tom, just so you know, I have taken the Pact of the Chain as a warlock, which gives me a familiar. Do I need another Pog to represent said familiar, or do you like have Pogs stored up or something?
You might need to add one. I don't have. I mean, I could use a basic one. What is it? Like what?
A Raven. Raven.
Oh, I honestly probably have a Raven Pog somewhere saved in here. I'll find it for you in a bit.
I think this
Okay.
module itself has Raven.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it's got tons of. Ravens are a common theme here, so it does in fact have tons of Raven Pogs.
So I say
All right.
use one of those.
Okay, so let's see what's everybody got here. Gazunk, Durzo's got 23. So let me
Fred, I'm gonna roll.
add you to the turn tracker
Wait, why are you at 0?
because for some
Okay,
reason when he
23.
rolls, it never adds it properly. Trizzle's in there. Lux is in there.
Everything else is connected except for my initial. Every time.
Am I missing anyone? No, I think I've got everybody, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
should be 6 of us.
Yes, there are in fact 6. All right. So Durzo goes first as these things are just clawing their way out of the wall towards specifically you because you touched the chest.
Well, there's only one thing to do. Start stabbing at him. In sheer panic.
Sheer panic is about appropriate, yeah.
Does a 13 hit?
First I actually need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Does a 15 make?
Yes, these things smell awful, like overwhelmingly bad, and it takes you a minute to adjust to it, but you manage to not have too bad a time. And yes, 13 is going to hit.
Alright, so that's 6 points of damage.
All right.
I probably just make it. But I do get another stab because I can make 2 blades.
All right. Nice.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay. You have done significant damage to it, yes. All right. That was your turn. Next up is Gadazunk.
So I'm going to try and move to over here. Guessing con save.
Con save.
All right.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, so I'm going to spend a key point, and I'm going to make Astral Fist. Those two have to roll a deck save.
Both of them?
Both of them. They're 10 feet away from me.
Okay, sure. First one's going to get a 9,
Nope.
and the second one gets a 15.
Yep. Yeah, the one that didn't make has to take 2d4 force damage.
Okay, cool. Roll it up. That'll be the one in the alcove right in front of you.
Okay, so 3 force. That was my bonus action, so I'm gonna use my actual action to punch these things.
Okay. So you just grow big old grabby hands and just start throwing punches everywhere.
Does an 11 hit?
It doesn't. This thing manages to. It's not that it doesn't quite. Basically, you've missed its AC, but instead of it dodging you, it's basically just really tough.
Okay. I already used my bonus and my regular action, so that's
All right.
That's it.
Jericho, you hear an almighty kerfuffling going on.
Oh dear, the kerfuffling.
But yeah, these things Kool-Aid Man out of a wall. You definitely, you're aware of things going on in the next room.
I'll look at this Kool-Aid Man here and introduce him to an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. $16 will hit, so he does take the 12.
Bang. That's my turn.
Okay. Next up is... Good Lord, I've said your name a bunch. Layla. I don't know why I suddenly drew a blank on it.
Layla.
I'll poke the one nearest to me.
Okay. I mean,
Right here?
they're both about equidistant, so you can get into this corner here or over here and have a good... Or right there, yeah.
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah, just
We need Layla and Lux to not occupy the same space.
That's fair. I do need you to roll a con save, though, because these things smell god-awful.
Gotta see if we're throwing up in a corner.
Con save is good, though unfortunately the attack botched, so doesn't quite get in there because you're trying to reach around the corner and get through Durza. Trisvol, you are out by the remains of the Mimic.
There's no way I have a reasonable angle on this guy, so I'll shoot this guy.
Okay, so you just pop up with the bow, right?
No.
It's not a bow.
Bow? Fuck a bow.
Why did I think it was a bow? I know you've got... Right, you have spells.
Oh, right. Yeah, sometimes I forget that you're a spellcaster as well.
11 doesn't hit.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
my
So
11
it's
hit,
into
your
the wall
11 doesn't
next.
hit.
It crashes into the wall next to this guy. Lux, it is your turn. I do need a con save because you are within the 5-foot stench radius.
Trisvol, what exactly are you supposed to do? Bear claws, spell?
You're good.
I'm very confused.
I'm a barbarian. What's confusing?
Okay, so you exited the stench radius, so you're no longer...
Technically, I'm a Sorkbarian, but barbarian is catchier.
Save from it.
Which one? The one up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Dex save. I actually just figured out I can detach their character sheets, and that's making my life a million times easier.
Yes.
It does, however, dodge the Sacred Flame. Alright, it is now Ghast time. This one is clearly going after Dozo, being the closest target. It's not even going to try and pull itself out of the wall there. It's just going to swing. It will. It will claw at you.
No, it won't.
Wait, no, I'm on the wrong. I pulled up the wrong character sheet. Give me a sec. Let me actually get the right thing because they're right next to each other.
I see it. It says ghoul, claws, attack.
Yes, the thing is, this is not a ghoul, it's a ghast. Hold on, I need to refresh my page because something went screwy. But yeah, no, I
It doesn't. Let me make an argument.
Huh?
It doesn't matter what
Oh,
character
botch.
sheet it is.
It
The monster
is
rolled a natural 1. It didn't hit.
Yes, that is fair. So that one doesn't hit you, but for the next attack, I will pull up the proper one.
I was gonna say for a botch, it's trying to stab me through the wall, and I'm just trying to put the wall back.
It doesn't matter if it's a ghoul or the damn Tarask. It rolled a natural 1. It didn't hit.
Yeah, that's fair. I had a moment where I was looking at it, I'm like, this is not a ghast. This is not the thing I thought it was. All right, so the other one is going to attack Godazonk.
All right.
It will swing with its claws. This one will also not hit, as they just sort of growl in irritation and defiance. And that'll bring it to top of the round. Durzo.
I didn't discuss this with you. You can just go back on the wall and leave me alone. I'm gonna have to stab at it again. I think that hits
It does.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Is this thing still standing?
It is.
14
Yeah, these things are hardy. 14, I believe, is still enough to do it.
So it takes another 6 points of damage. Now, do I get
Still up, but not looking happy.
because there is diagonal would still be 5 foot, wouldn't it?
Technically, yes. Technically, you still get to roll the sneak attack dice.
All right.
Yep.
For another 5 points.
Okay, it is still up, but you have like carved into it, and there are like horrible gashes. And
I'm very
It
aggressively
is-
stabbing this thing back into the wall.
yeah, it is not looking good. All right, next is Godazonk with his
I'm
magic space
going to
hands.
punch it.
Magic space hands.
Yep. I'm going to use my bonus action to unarm attack again.
Okay. Fuck. This thing is surprisingly dodgy. Either that or Star Platinum is
Pull out the darts.
either that or Star Platinum went and got drunk.
I
Not
did
sure
so
what.
well with the darts.
Yeah, you're attacking this thing and it's managing to like cover itself with its arms and like absorb the blows on its.
Is this JoJo?
No, it's Dio.
I was Dio.
At least for you, it's Dio.
I mean, if you want to be technical, Strahd would be Dio. He's not here though.
This is part 1. Why do you have a stand?
All right, Jericho's up.
Hold action, please. Sorry.
Okay, sure. I will go to Layla then.
Oh, we are in a combat. Damn it.
You're
Yes.
suffering technical difficulties. What's your action?
I poke something.
You are up by the stairs, so. Okay. You are in stabbing range of both enemies, north or east.
Oh, I actually hit.
North or east?
I mean, north looks like garbage. You'd probably take it out.
Oh, apparently you'll kill the north one if you hit it.
I'll hit the north one then.
Okay, north one, roll your damage. You probably didn't even need to. It slumps down into its cubby hole. And I deleted the ghast that.
Oh, I'm alive again. Yay.
Hurrah.
I mean, to be fair, I remember their initiative. They are blast. All right, so you
Yep.
killed the thing. Trizwell, you're up.
I'm perfectly happy with just hanging back and throwing another firebolt.
Okay,
That'll hit
pew pew.
for 1 damage. I look down at my hand like, and I just shake it like, is this broken?
After the mimic, it might be. Lux.
Next save.
Alrighty. Pull this up. Dex 16. So it manages to weasel its way out of the way of the fire. Then it
Dodging my lasers.
then it is this thing's turn, and it's going to try and take a chunk out of Godazonk here with a bite.
No.
But I don't think 8 is going to hit.
Nope.
Doesn't hit most things. I don't even think it's possible under normal circumstances for an Adventures League character to have an AC of 8.
Maybe if
Yeah,
they're a wizard with like no dex.
your dex can't.
That'd still be 9. Because
Yeah,
your stat, you
that's-
can't have a stat lower than 8 in Adventurers League.
All right, so back to the top of the round with yours.
I'll go, Tom.
Oh, sure.
I'll take action.
Jericho's doing his thing.
Yeah, just the blast away.
All right.
That's
Give him the
what
good old-
warlocks do. They blast.
Give him the good old beam. That blows a chunk out of the wall next to him, but doesn't quite get him. Sprays him with rubble and debris, but he manages to not take the blast itself. Durzo.
I guess I'll go here and stab at ugly number 2.
Okay.
Because I haven't had enough fun stabbing at these people. That's probably not going to hit.
Yeah, you go to swing, it manages to like catch your arm and drive it out of the way so it doesn't take any flash. All right.
I am not into that one either.
Yeah, same thing. It's this one seems slightly more proficient in close combat than the other.
Move over. I can't quite reach.
Speaking of Assange,
Okay. Fuck you.
you know I've been forgetting to have you roll the saves too because you are still within 5 feet of it.
7?
7. You are poisoned until I believe your next round.
What's poison me again?
Disadvantage on largely everything.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I did a stupid. You passed.
Yeah,
it
once you save against it, you're immune. Yeah.
Yeah, you all passed it once, so you're all immune to the stench.
Okay. Well,
I had a
I
dummy.
can still get my second attack at least.
You do.
That one does hit.
That'll hit. You punch it.
6 force damage.
Okay, cool. You punch into it and sort of rock it back. It bounces off the wall. It's still together and fighting fit. Jericho's up next. Continue blasting, or
Will I have to roll initiative?
you can if you like. But I would say by the time you
I
reach,
wouldn't bother.
by the time you reach the combat, you will probably not have much to do.
I'm gonna use that as an excuse to go take a shower now that I smell more like coleslaw than I do human.
Fair. All right, Jericho, you got a thing, or you holding him again?
Yeah, I can go. Yep. Let's see. He's still there. He's got to go.
All right. Just hits.
That'll do. 10 damage there.
All right. It's still up, but it's starting to look shaky. Layla, you're up.
I'm guessing you're gonna stab again.
Yeah, poke. Poke.
That'll hit. And much like the first, you kind of pass your sword through its chest and it slumps down and stops moving.
Oh, man, I wanted to last hit him. He's 10 HP.
All right. Okay, yeah, you pull out the potions. I will say the potions, you know what they are. You're familiar enough with potions of healing. There are 4 of them.
Anybody want to?
I'll take one.
Yes.
What's the paint look like?
The paint. The painting is again a picture of like the husband and wife of this family whose house you've been going through. And like looking at it next to the creatures that just burst out of the wall, that was bad.
I knew expect that.
But yeah, there's the cloak. There's a suit. There's a chainmail shirt. There is a mess kit, so basically a fork, a spoon, and a bowl. There's a flask of a viscous red liquid. a bullseye lantern, a set of thieves' tools, and a yellow-covered, leather-bound spell book.
Well, I don't think I can use the chain man. Does anybody need chain man?
Does anybody in this group wear heavy armor? I don't think so.
Well, it's a chain shirt, so it's medium, I believe.
Oh, it's a chain shirt?
Yeah.
That's different.
Very least, you could sell it at the local market. I know the rogue is always looking to make a quick buck.
Alright, well, I guess I'll sell it. This spell book, they're probably better off in your hands.
It actually, a chain shirt is slightly better for me than what I'm currently wearing, which is to say nothing.
You like the chain shirt?
Sure.
I guess I'll pass the book over to Jericho.
I am not sure what I am supposed to do with this. I am a warlock, not a wizard.
Well, you are also the only person I've seen who's casting spells.
That's not true.
You say to that standing next to the big buff dude who just hurled a bunch of fireballs.
I would not count it.
And is currently like trying to squeeze himself into a chain shirt.
I'll take a look. I poke up, pop the book into my hands.
Okay. Yeah. It has a number of spells in it. I don't know if it benefits you not being a wizard, but you are familiar enough with magic to know what's in here. Disguise self, identify, mage armor, magic missile, protection from evil and good. It's also got dark vision, hold person, invisibility, and magic weapon.
I'm going to start grabbing what's left of these ghouls and start ferrying them towards the family tomb here.
Okay.
Can I
You,
investigate this liquid? Would I need
yeah,
to investigate or to be able to identify it?
What's that smell?
Yeah, I'll give it to you because it's not that hard to figure it out. It's basic adventuring gear. You have a vial of alchemist fire.
Alright, I'll pocket that.
You
Never know when you
probably come across it enough that you can basically suss out like, oh, it smells a bit like oil and would probably, ignite.
It's good.
The only thing you have trouble really picking out is what the cloak is.
Can I roll something to try to figure that out, or
I mean, I guess you could try Knowledge Arcana. It won't tell you much, but
I don't know a lot? Give it a shot. I do not know anything.
yeah, I mean, it's a cloak. It's a cloak. It's nice.
It's a
Hey, it looks fairly intricately embroidered, so yeah.
I'm gonna wear it. I go, this'll match.
I don't think I can learn any of these
Actually-
spells, can I?
It is like a blue cloak with like embroidered edges and a hood, and the clasp is a shield.
It goes
No,
perfectly with the image of my character.
Alexis, the only way you can learn spells from a spell book is if you're actually a wizard.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I wasn't sure on that.
Yep. All right. So you start ferrying the bodies. Eventually, yeah, you easily enough. You are not harried on the way over. You find the tomb of Gustav and Elizabeth.
I would like to remind him that Elizabeth has swarms of centipedes in it.
Okay.
This is why we slammed it shut earlier. So are you just chucking the body in it?
So here's what I'm going to do. I will go to Gustav's tomb, dump him in his coffin,
Okay. Gustav has
and then I'm going to ask for. We just acquired a vial of alchemist fire.
We're gonna use the alchemist fire and the centipedes, aren't we?
I will. What my plan is, if nobody minds, I'm gonna tilt the thing open, chuck the vial in there, and then slam the lid shut.
I mean, if you don't any objections to that.
Sure, why not? We came with our own D&D insecticide.
Just to say, I refuse to go into that room again.
You know what? That's clever. I'm not even going to make this a fight. That just works.
I guess I will remove that from my inventory.
The fire will die on its own when it consumes all the oxygen in the coffin, but I'm pretty sure the cockroaches will die first.
Yeah, it will burn long enough to take them out, and if you slam the lid closed, they can't really get through it.
It's a box of fire. It's a firebox.
I would say they're in there, so you're expecting them to jump out, so you don't really get your hand close enough. You just pop the lid, slam the vial, and close it.
Yeah.
The insects die, and you're able to get the body in the coffin without
Excellent.
incident.
All right. So the next, just keeping working on the let's pour outwards rule. There's this we haven't checked.
Okay, that, as you
So if
go,
everybody is on board with that, we can check over there.
there is a long hallway that goes up, and then
To be clear, I'm also not going anywhere without Layla because Layla has the light source. Layla or Lux, I need to come with me because they have the light source and I'm a human.
Yeah, I'm going.
I think we're all humans, so we can't really see.
Roll stick with the group.
So when you get,
Maybe bring me with the group.
Just tell me when 10 minutes has passed.
okay. So when you get to here, you look north, it goes up, and you can assume that it loops back around to an area you've been to. This is a staircase that goes deeper down into the building.
So I'm going to suggest that it goes deeper down.
Maybe we should go to the other area, have it checked out before we go down there.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
assume
we
that
should.
people are hurt, and I cast good bearing.
There's also a couple of areas up here.
Actually, I don't think everyone's hurt.
I'm still hurt from last time, thank you. I'm down 13.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he
I think you meant to say you're down 3.
Yeah. Thank you.
you just eat a crazy amount of berries and you feel better.
And I have 2 healing spirits in case the situation arises.
All right.
Okay.
And I have more, but I like.
So you wanted to explore northwards then?
Let's go up here.
Okay. So that opens up into a larger chamber. Let me. You can see some stairs leading further north. Let me get to the right spot. So there's a well here in this middle area that appears to be sort of like a common area. There's a bucket hanging and a rope and pulley system. And then there are 5 side rooms that when you poke your head in, they're all like basic bedrooms. They're all pretty identical. Like, you've seen some culty shit going down here. You imagine these are where the cultists would have lived?
Who just has a well in their family crypt? This is an awful big base.
Well, this isn't the crypt. This is clearly a living space.
And there's really not. So there's nothing to really harass you here. So if you go through all the bedrooms, you will find a number of things that are treasure. And I assume the rogue would go through. Each room has a foot.
I like that you just assume our loot squad is rifling through all this shit. You're not wrong.
Loot squad, yes.
I poke everything beforehand.
The fine line is it self
All
How
right.
much money do we get?
Between the 5 cultist bedrooms, you find 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces in a human skin pouch in this room. Yes, a pouch made. Yes, the coin pouch is made of human skin. Yes.
I like how we just know that. Like,
You just look at it and go, oh.
that- I mean, it looks like that really horrifying phone cover that's meant to look like human flesh. Like, it's very obviously like, this is skin.
is there anything in the skin pouch?
Yes, 11 gold and 60 silver.
I'll take the gold leaf pouch.
This room has 3,
I have a question.
yes.
Is this like divide between each other treasure, or is this Magic Adventure League, we all get a treasure?
Gold is going to work normally. So, like, gold, whatever you get, you will pile together and distribute. As far as, like, items, like magic items, that's the Adventurers League rule. Except for the story-specific ones, everybody gets the option to have them.
So, should we be writing down this gold amount, or?
Yes, somebody should probably keep track.
So how much is in the first
Well.
one?
11 gold and 60 silver. In this room, you find 3 moss agates, which are like a type of fancy stone, and they're each worth 10 gold. This room has a black leather eye patch with a carnelian gem sewn into it that you can estimate is about 50.
50 gold.
50 gold.
50 gold?
50 gold.
I'm putting them in the chat, so if somebody wants to add it up and then divide it amongst us.
Go to the chat.
This room,
We shouldn't divide it up until we can actually get back to town and pawn the.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're writing down the.
Until you can turn this stuff into liquid assets. In this room, there is a silver and ivory hairbrush. An ivory hairbrush with silver bristles that you imagine would sell for about 25 gold. And
we are tracing.
I'm saving you guys some time because Adventurers League and all. In this room, you find a short sword that is coated in silver.
So does that mean that
I'll take that. I'll just pick.
No, silver short sword's not a magic item.
It's useful. You can use it as a weapon. It's coated in silver. It's great against lichens. But
I'll take it.
If you wanted to sell it, it'd be worth about 110 gold. But
Actually,
if you want silver short sword,
Trisville will point out if we come across any more wolf creatures, that could be extremely useful.
And Lux went further up to look at another area.
I would say I would need it, but I forgot. Astro Fist. Force damage.
Yeah.
You can, in fact, punch werewolves. So this is another area where you're not going to really be harried, so I'm just going to... this area is also, like, living quarters, but they are not nearly as nice as the ones you saw before. These are, like, straw mats set up in a hallway.
is there anything visible at the bottom of the well?
Water.
It's an empty well.
Like water, huh?
It goes down into like some groundwater essentially. If you pull up a bucket, it's kind of brackish, but you imagine you could boil it and it'd be potable. But yeah, this area also seems to be a less well-appointed living area. You imagine like over here is where the higher-ups in the cult would have probably lived, and it didn't. Over here is where higher-ups might have lived, and over here is where like the low-level guys would probably make a home.
Yeah.
And then you find that this loops back around into the family crypt.
How much silver did they find?
Silver pieces, there were 60.
60.
Yeah, I put it in the roll for
Yeah.
so that way it's easier for adding up later and stuff.
So,
Or just blank crypts.
Nothing yet.
Well, at least if we need to bury somebody, we know where to bury them.
Okay.
All right. So then the question becomes, up the ladder or deeper in?
Well, up the ladder probably takes us back into the house. I think we should go deeper.
I'd rather do. I think we should go up the ladder, figure out what's up there first, then just knock off the. Because that way we actually know nothing is going to come up from above us, and we have some idea of what's going to be up there.
All
Down
right,
there we have.
I'll
not
head over
but-
closer to the ladder.
Aren't we supposed to be looking for a baby?
Yeah. That's what we're putting down here and all that stuff, but
The ladder?
not.
Okay, so do you remember the room on the first floor of the house that you entered that had the 3 stuffed wolves and the cabinets?
That room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
the trap door, when you pop it open, there's a bearskin rug in front of one of the wolves, and the trap door is under the bearskin rug.
All right.
Well, we know a good escape route.
Right, so I guess we're peeking down the stairs.
Yep.
Okay.
Down we go.
Let me. So if you look down a bit, you'll see an uncovered staircase.
There's more stairs.
Yep, just down. Yep, you found it. And as you go down, it opens up into a large open chamber with pillars in the middle of the room. You also hear very deep, sort of creepy, almost ghost-like chanting.
My undead senses are tingling again.
Why did my music stop? This would be the perfect time for it to be playing.
There is evilry afoot.
Hold on. Oh, it's because I had to. Damn it. Let me re-up my creepy ambient noise. This is the perfect place for it. So you enter this room, and you can hear like voices coming from somewhere in like the south direction, probably around this door here. And they're just saying over and over again, "He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land."
Trick, break, ooh ha ha.
The cubbies. You find a bunch of weird objects. Like, you find a small, mummified hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope, a knife carved from human bone, a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel, a varnished orb made from a Nothic's eye, an aspergillium, which I'm not sure what that is, but it's carved from bone. I'm looking that up real quick, because...
Okay. It is an instrument to sprinkle holy water in church services or other rites. It's a little, like, ball that you fill with holy water that has
On the
little
end of the
holes
stick, yeah.
carved into it, and then you, like, wave it around.
I mean, you can touch these things and they do nothing. There's also a folded cloak made from stitched ghoul skin.
Gross.
A desiccated frog lashed to a stick. A bag full of bat guano. A hag's severed finger. A 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy with its arms crossed over its chest. An iron pendant with a devil's face on it. A shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling. And a small wooden coffer containing a dire wolf's withered tongue. Cool, you've got a shrunken halfling head. It does nothing, but you've got one. And like the whole time you're looking at these really freaky, horrifying looking objects, the chanting continues to the south. He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
gonna poke my head into where they're going. He is ancient. He is land. You know, just say yo.
As you go down like a short ramp, and suddenly the floor is just covered in water. And you come across a rusted iron portcullis about here that seems to be blocking you off from a larger chamber. But I will reveal it because you can see most of the chamber from the portcullis.
What do you see down there?
Water. And is there any people down there?
You don't see anyone. That's the weird part.
Looks like a big pile of bones at the other end.
I bet it's goats.
What's over here?
You go down that way, and here, I'll just... you find what appear to be cells, some kind of, like, prison area.
Anything in here?
When you get to the end, you find hanging from manacles is a human skeleton in a tattered black robe. If you look closely on his finger, you'll find a golden ring. You can add 25 gold pieces to your treasure pile.
Does his cloak look like the one I picked up upstairs that I'm currently wearing?
No, his does not look that fancy.
I'm gonna come back and go nothing down there but one skeleton.
I forgot the silver short sword.
Okay, yeah, if you want to have that
Um,
out and ready.
Does anybody want to add that silver short sword?
I got it right now.
I was gonna say you are definitely one of the two people who I would strongly suggest keep that.
Who's the other person?
Durzo.
Yeah.
People who primarily attack with weapons and don't already have a feature that gives them some way to damage things that are vulnerable to silver.
I'm gonna poke the water.
My weapons are sightless.
Nothing.
Then yeah.
You touch the water and like it ripples out and nothing really particularly happens.
Is this like a gate?
It's a portcullis, yeah. It's a rusted iron portcullis.
Can we get by it, or?
I'm gonna go find out. I'm gonna go put a shoulder into it and try and lift it.
Yeah. Give me a strength check.
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to you hoist it up, and
Y'all are briefly reminded that Trisville, despite not looking at, is actually kind of strong underneath the barred body that he's got going on, and he just goes in there and just yeets the thing up.
Oh, here, I will bring Jericho down real quick because Josh is back. I will also bring him with you because Shadrach, because he'd probably want to be here. Yeah, okay, so you're holding this up. If you let go, you know it's going to slam down and lock up again.
I'm gonna with
maybe grab. Is there a way to like can I look around and see if I can keep it open?
Yeah, you do see the wall here, so you can you see the crank, so you can crank it and the weight lifts up off of Trisville.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. We're back.
Okay.
I got the door. I got the gate.
Thank you, Durzo.
Do I still
Everybody through.
Do we still hear chanting?
All right.
Oh yes, it has not stopped. This entire time you hear, "He is ancient. He is the land. He is ancient. He is the land."
Hey, can you shut it?
It keeps going, just constantly.
I don't think they're listening, Layla.
So the room you've entered, there is like 2 feet of water on the floor here where you are. And then shit, I'm forgetting how to English. This like stone lip here is 5 feet up. And you can get to it through the stairs, and then there are the pillars holding up the ceiling, and then in the middle there's this giant raised stone dais with what appears to be this is some kind of altar with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls, and there's dried blood all over the altar. And as you all enter, that's when the chanting stops.
Can I look at the giant creatures over there?
I was wrong. They were listening.
Okay.
I want to see if
And
Yeah,
I make
it's-
myself hard to ignore.
I want to see if bone mass over here has defenses. I mean, Luke.
There doesn't appear to be anything in the bones that you're like picking through. You can't find anything. It's just bones and muck and gross. And as Lux
Any
steps,
baby-sized bones?
I'll get to that in a sec. As Lux steps up on top of the dais, chanting comes back. You start hearing, "One must die. One must die. One must die."
All right. I walk up to my brother and I'm like,
And
"So, any of this familiar?"
along the ledges, like here, spaced out evenly, black-robed figures phase into existence, and like the torches around the room just flare into life, and like all the cloaked figures are sitting there just over and over again. One must die. One must die.
Coming in your lovely darkness.
I mean, were they so different from the cult you were in before?
I'm gonna stand away from this portcullis.
What's on this table?
It's just an altar where it looks like a sacrificial altar. Like there's blood everywhere. It's about big enough for a person to lie down on.
So does anybody want to be a sacrifice?
Not it.
No, not really.
Nah.
They're done that.
Where's Xavier?
He went to get a shower, but his character's here. Oh, he's back.
I'm bubbling trouble. Bub boil. Trouble in boil.
So, being that Xavier's a fire circle druid, you said that we have to like sacrifice someone, right?
It's only one person.
It don't
What
have
if-
It
revivify.
could be worse.
No, I'm saying would it count if we use, say, your summon, like your fire elemental, as a sacrifice?
Sacrificing with something would complete whatever ritual they're trying to do. Do you want to complete that ritual? I mean, really?
Aren't you curious to what's going to happen when it's done?
Not really.
No, not really. I'm more interested in getting gold and shit and
Yeah.
finding the kid I said I'd come down here and look for.
Where's your sense of wonder and discovery?
Maybe if they were wearing white.
I'm really curious about this ritual.
The chanting continues, just almost drowning you all out. One must die. One must die.
You said there are these black robed figures that are like around the outside.
Yeah, they're all standing up on the platforms, evenly spaced throughout the room. There are 13 of them, and they each carry a torch that gives off black flames.
Ah, okay. I'm going to attempt to grab one of them by the throat.
You go through him.
Ah, ghosts. Naturally.
A sick
flame
one.
Surprisingly, nothing happens. This doesn't appear to be so much a ghost, but an echo.
I go down here and I look for a baby skeleton.
You're starting to dig through the bones. And after a minute, when it becomes obvious that no one is killing anything over on the dais, the chant...
Before that, I do have a pet mouse. I am horribly curious about this. It's not spelled
Oh
like
my.
what must die. It just says what must die.
Let me clarify. If I see you pull up this mouse, I don't know if I'll see it or not. But like, let me clarify. If I see you do this to appease your curiosity, I'm gonna label you an asshole for life.
Okay.
So I'm letting you know.
I'm right there, and I'm just gonna tell you, I don't think the mouse is gonna work. I've been
It
in
is a
some
very
before. This is
human
the kind of
shape.
sacrifice they do.
It is a very human-shaped altar.
It's gotta be people.
Oh God, you're horrible.
The mouse? Yeah, you kill the mouse on the altar. It doesn't actually. Actually, wait. Yeah, okay. On a weird note, the figures all step back, and they step back, nod, and you hear them, instead of saying "one must die," they go back to saying "he is ancient, the land."
I stand up and look back and go, "What did you do?" You killed your pet. Your pet.
I don't really think it's a pet to him.
And you're looking through this pile of bones.
And his last thought is, if only I had a mech suit.
So you're looking through the pile of bones, and like, at first you're not really finding anything, just bones lying in the water. And as you dig your way deeper in, you're starting to feel like flesh and just nastiness.
Yeah, whatever.
And as you start touching that, the mound shudders and begins rising up out of the water.
There you go, touching things again. Should have poked it.
I did poke it.
I think only one word comes to mind. Froghemoth?
I'm not getting lectured by a mouse murderer.
Is this your pond? Doesn't feel like your
that's-
pond.
That's not a
Yes, it
problem.
is my pot.
That's not a
There are
problem.
really. Layla, I hate to distract you from this conversation, but there are really bigger things you should be worried about right now.
I back up.
Okay. You back up, and like, yeah, this thing is. So the picture on the token is not exactly accurate to what you're looking at. Think that, but made of like rotting flesh and bone and blood.
It's a bone amalgamation.
Hi.
This
A bone
is
golem of sorts.
roll initiative.
Do I have to?
Decent. Oh, Shadrach!
I forgot that
The
I could
dread
even...
0 initiative.
Oh, Shadrach actually got a 0?
Yeah.
Who's last? It's me!
Oh dear, wait, where's Shadrach's? I'll just add him.
Am I the end or the beginning of the combat initiative? Who knows?
And the Omega.
So Shadrach at 0. That's appropriate. So I don't have to change that. Let's see here. Durzo got a 14. Has anybody rolled that didn't get added? Did Jericho roll initiative?
Oh, no. I'm doing it. There it is.
I'll go with the first one. So you got an 11.
Yeah.
Okay, and that should be everybody. Everybody. So first up is Layla, who is basically standing on top of this thing as it begins to rise. So what would you like to do? This thing, just kind of like, yeah, it rises up and it has like these tendrils come out. And it looks like it's about to start eating people.
Running away is always an option.
True.
Yep.
But I promised I'd find their kid brother.
It doesn't look like it'll fit through there, so we should just run over there
Well, if he
and
is
shoot it
in
to
the
death.
basement, and we have yet to see any children's skeleton, I'm going to assume it's somewhere in that thing, which means he's probably dead.
Yeah, but then shouldn't we put him in the tube?
Well, what are you
So
doing?
with the other kids, I don't think them being dead matters to their request.
What does Layla want to do?
Yeah, it is your turn. Is like it's beginning. To
Oh, it is?
Actually,
She's level 20?
I just read something freaky. So you're asking where the baby brother is? This thing, like out of its chest, a small childlike skull comes and screams at you.
Okay.
You have your answer.
Found him.
How do you plan on burying him? With fire, I hope.
Probably should keep that. Can I try to mage hand the skull out of its body?
You
I have a
can.
better action.
Do it. Do it.
It's
Do it.
new, so I assume it
Yeah, you can definitely attempt it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up to like here. By the way, my mage hand is like 60 feet, not 30.
Are you backing up by disengaging, or are you getting smacked?
Oh, was I disengaging? I won't back up then.
Actually, I don't. It hasn't taken a turn yet. I would imagine this counts as like surprise because. Well, I would say
If it was surprised by us, yes, but I don't think it was.
No, it is in fact the other way. Okay, so yeah, you would I guess have to disengage if you
want to do that. That's not a bad idea, but you should probably spend this turn backing up and then try it.
Oh, it's disengage then.
Okay, yeah, you disengage. You
Back up.
can move.
Get
up
back.
to-
Get way back. Your mage
near
hand
my
has
brother.
really good range, right?
Yeah. It's actually kind of weird.
So, on a weird note, now that the creature has awakened, the figures reappear on the walls, and they start chanting, "Lorgoth the Decayer has awakened! Lorgoth the Decayer has awakened! Lorgoth the Decayer has awakened!"
That's a terrible name for a child.
Also,
I'm blaming you for waking it up, but I look at him who killed the rat.
Also, this is interspersed with "The end comes, death be praised."
My response is you stuck your hand in it.
Is it me?
Yeah, but it was dead before you gave
Yes,
it rat
Layla
bite.
backed up. It is Trisvel.
All right. So I will, hearing the chanting, scream at the top of my lungs, "Shut up!" and run in. And as I run, you hear the footstep sound, and you start to hear a third sound. And those of you close up will see that out of the back of me, there is now a large, muscular, bestial tail.
Nice.
So I am going to attempt to hit it with my tail.
All right.
This just keeps on getting weirder and
Reckless.
weirder.
Sure.
I'm glad I recklessed. Yeah, very glad I recklessed.
All right. That is a hit.
So this giant spiked tail comes over and swings in at it, doing 7 damage.
All right. Seven damage. Cool. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. There's a.
What? What's your problem?
She's laughing at my in-character notes.
Oh, okay.
You just start randomly taking notes on everyone. I just start reading them and it's like, I'm sorry. Oh my god.
I guess
I'm sorry.
I'll attempt to. God only knows. Guess I will
Okay.
throw a dagger.
Okay. So you throw a dagger.
Does a 15.
Just.
I'm gonna
Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
You do get sneak attack.
I'm going to move back here. And I guess with my bonus action, I'll throw my other dagger.
Okay, so you do an extra 7 from sneak attack, and then you throw the second dagger. That does not hit.
Hold on. Wait. Are you attacking with strength?
Yeah, for throw it goes to strength.
What? No.
I don't think that applies for every thrown weapon.
I think it's still dexterity.
It applies for every thrown weapon that doesn't have finesse, which your psychic blades do.
Yeah, I think you're still throwing with dexterity.
Yeah, you throw with dex.
You're still probably not going to hit on that.
You're not.
But
Yeah, it's not going to make a difference here, but just for future reference, that also means that you did 3 more damage with that hit.
Why is there a strength?
Because it is because you can, believe it or not, build a rogue with higher strength than dex. Why you would do it, I have no fucking idea, but you can.
I mean, if you want to do a mafioso knee breaker, I guess.
Take another 3 points of damage for my 1 dagger.
Yeah,
Has been added.
yeah, you use your dex because throwing weapons with finesse use dex.
Okay, so this thing, it is the creature. You're up in its grill and you've smacked it with your tail, so it's going to
Yes.
take 2 swings.
I regret to inform you that they have advantage because I used reckless.
So 25, and you take 9 bludgeoning damage. And the second one is 21, and you take 13 bludgeoning damage. So-
Hold please. So first
You're
of all,
raging.
that's halved. So the first one
raging.
does 4 damage. Secondly, I have a reaction.
Oh, okay.
When the second one, so I take the first one, and the second one comes to hit me, I put my tail in the way and try to block it.
Okay, cool. How does that work?
So I get to roll a D8, I think. Hold on.
Okay.
Tail reaction. Yeah, I get to roll a D8 and add it to my AC.
Cool.
It's just barely not good enough. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you take
13
from the
half
second.
to 6. Yeah.
So you take 10 altogether, and you are currently grappled as this thing starts pulling you into itself.
Okay.
And up next is Jericho.
Actually, yeah, the second one would have been 26. Jesus, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys just find this thing, just hold it back? Or are we actually gonna try and kill it?
The raging man with the tail is not in a rational mood to discuss this.
He's definitely trying to kill him.
Unless I'm actively running away, I'm trying to kill the enemy.
Okay, you...
Hold on, Jericho, why did you roll twice?
Oh, wait, yeah. I didn't see the first roll. Yeah, I guess that goes wide. Anything else?
Well,
Oh, is it mine?
Oh, okay, he's running up there. The next is Godazonk, who is over in the corner.
I guess since we're gonna try and kill this thing, I'm gonna try and get a little closer. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Do you still have your stand?
Well, my question is, has it been 10 minutes or has it been past that?
I would say with all the searching we did,
It's been more than 10 minutes.
no.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna try and again, gonna put up my stand. And that thing has to roll a dex save.
Roll a dex save, okay. It got a 1.
Okay, so it's gonna take 2d4 psychic damage.
2d4 psychic, alright, damn.
So 3 psychic damage just from me summoning it. And now the actual attacking begins. Does a 16
Okay.
hit?
Yes.
Max psychic damage.
So 7?
Force.
Well, force damage. Sorry. I keep.
I'm psychic.
Yeah, you're psychic, I'm force. I keep.
Alright, you did some force damage.
So yeah, my fists are basically his magic missile.
Anything else?
Nothing. I did my bonus action and my regular action. I don't think I have any other actions.
Okay, next up is Lux.
now it's your turn.
Dex save.
Dex save. 10.
Fails.
Alright, so you get to do the blasty blast.
Hey, Sacred Flame hit something.
Alright. Anything else?
No.
Alright, Shadrach, if you're here. Is Shadrach here?
Apparently not.
Alright, so we'll put a pin in that one. Come back to him when he gets here. Layla.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the mace hand now. Try to grab the infant side and pull it out.
Okay. So I will give you some information for this because while it's cool and I wish it worked, it doesn't. What you learn is that the infant's head is part of this thing's main body. This thing and the infant's head are the same creature. This thing is
boy.
the infant.
Then I'll shove it back.
Okay.
It needs, where goes my,
The problem I see here is that this thing has nowhere to be shoved.
well, I'll shove it into
You
the
could
wall.
still knock it prone, I think.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to do.
Uh,
Bonus
Yeah,
action,
prone would be
shove.
awesome.
Or
oh,
shove attack, is that down there?
Yeah, I see. No, it needs to make a strength save.
Yeah.
Alright, strength save. One sec.
Roll like shit, please.
Hold on. I need to refresh again real quick because for some reason my monster stat has crashed.
Lovely.
I find it interesting that it shows us what kind of monster it is and makes us save rather than keeping it blank.
Yeah, you would think it would keep the name of the monster secret, but it does not. So you are all perfectly aware that you are fighting a shambling man.
Your skin's shambling bound.
Yes.
As they're
All right.
usually made of plank and not flesh.
Strength save. I have to scroll through the whole combat. It got a 7. So it does fall prone.
Woo! That's awesome.
Yay! I'm good for something.
I do believe.
Closer to actually be able to knock it.
As long as I'm within 60 feet, I can do it.
Yeah, it's some kind of like
Telekinetic
ability.
feat.
I'm technically doing it with my mage hand.
It's the telekinetic feat that lets you do that. You have to be within 30 feet, which I'm pretty sure you are.
Easily. Because this is the squares are appropriate.
When I was reading it, it said if you get mage hand as a cantrip, which I do, it doubles to 60.
Correct.
Oh.
Well, yes, but the telekinetic shove is technically not part of that. It is a separate. It is a separate ability.
I mean, either way it works, and this thing falls on its ass.
Yeah.
If
And it has an ass.
many asses that it has. Which I don't know. Does that break the grapple?
No, because it didn't actually move.
Okay. Then I believe it is Trisvel.
All right. Well, it's still got me, but I'm now on top of it, and from the superior position, I'm just going to try to just smash down on my tail. So I have advantage, and I don't have to roll reckless this time.
Okay.
I'm basically doing what an MMA fighter would do as far as a grounded pound if MMA fighters had big muscular tails.
All right.
$18
Okay.
and 13 damage.
Okay.
Huh?
It came up as 0 in the chat.
Oh, you know what? I bet you Beyond 20 doesn't understand the because I rolled with advantage in Beyond, and I'll bet you that Beyond 20 doesn't know how to interpret that.
That's fair.
But I rolled a 13 and a 7 plus 5, so 18 was my roll to hit. You can check
Okay.
me in the game log if you don't believe me, but I know.
I believe you. I'm sure.
If you
get
don't,
that.
if you believe that I'm bullshitting my dice after last session, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you have the worst on that. Okay, cool. So that was that. You got anything else?
I don't think I do. Really, I'm a barbarian, so I only have the one bonus action, and I'm already using it. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm good.
So, Durzo is next.
Alright, well, since we're fighting this thing, can I move here and stab at it? Daggers?
Yeah. You
Can you reach there? Oh yeah, you have cunning action.
Yeah.
You definitely can.
That's what I was wondering, is if I had enough range, because daggers would be fine.
But you could, I mean, counterpoint. You could also hang back and throw them,
Yeah, and it'll
And
do that.
not be in melee range with this big ugly bastard.
Because we are all about to discover why that's bad.
True, it's not like it's gonna make a difference. Alright, so I guess we're gonna start throwing daggers.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. Remember, you have. Oh, actually, no, it does make a difference. You probably do want to get close up because it's prone.
That's fair.
Get the advantage when it's prone.
Yeah, so you want to get close up. Yeah, all right.
Okay, yeah. In that case, you
So
can take-
so that means you have advantage on your attacks, though.
Alright, so 15 plus 5, so 20 would hit, right?
28.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
8 points of damage. But I definitely hit.
Absolutely, yeah.
5 points of damage.
Okay. That brings it to the big ugly bastard's turn. I need a DC 14 Constitution save, I believe. No, wait, sorry. Escape of DC 14 to escape the grapple, because this thing is going to use that ability.
Wait, what am I rolling?
What is it doing?
It is engulfing Trisville.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because it grabbed him last turn, it's pulling him into its center now.
Okay. Do I do anything with this? Or am I just engulfed?
Just need to roll a escape save, DC 14, looks like.
What kind of save is that?
I believe it would be strength.
Hold on,
Strength.
let me check. Let me see. I don't do anything now.
Oh, it's once you've been engulfed.
Yeah.
So it is engulfing. It will do its engulf thing, which just does damage because you've been eaten. Why does that not roll the damage? Why does that just...
Is it, just for shits and giggles, is it the... Hold on. Is it the engulf action from the shambling mound?
Yes.
Alright, Alright. Okay, so it just engulfs me now.
Yeah.
So I don't take any damage now.
No, not
Right.
until its next turn.
Oh, okay.
And then he has
Technically, it should have engulfed me last turn.
Oh, okay. I misread that. I misread that as it multi-attacks the first round, then if it hits with both, its next action is to...
Yeah, so actually, yeah. So I'm already engulfed at this point.
Okay.
Let me make the save.
Okay.
I would have changed the attack I made, but let's, for the sake of argument, say that it didn't.
I'm gonna say it still takes the damage because that was my screw up.
And I make the save.
Okay, cool. You don't take the damage then, I believe that is?
Yeah, it's saved to negate.
Okay, but it is free, however, to punch someone else.
Mostly got a zonk.
It will punch. It can punch. It makes more sense for it to use both attacks on one person. So yes, got his on. It crit you. So you take 20 bludgeoning damage.
I'm not fine!
The second attack misses, so it doesn't also engulf you.
It can't.
one person at a time.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I just caught that at the bottom. It can only have one creature. So it can beat you to death, it just can't eat you yet.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So yeah, it misses with the second attack, so you take 20 bludgeoning. And we'll move on to Jericho.
Is our healer in this chat still?
Yes, the hero.
Yeah.
Where is he in the map?
I am not. Quite
You are
honestly,
for-
I'm still tired as hell, so I don't have my computer on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I am quote unquote here.
So I'll put you at the back of the room then.
You are.
Quite honestly, I'm here for the healing spirit, man.
Okay. So yeah, Jericho's doing his thing.
Is he hurt?
Yeah, I'm down to 1 HP.
You got rocked.
Am I hurt? No.
No, your melee is covering this pretty effectively.
It
By
seems
covering
like
this,
they
I
are.
mean we're getting the shit kicked out of us, but nobody else is getting the shit kicked out of them.
No, I'm just going to shoot this plant.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, reskinned plant. This is like
Shoot
an
this
ooze
pile
full
of bones, yes.
Pile of bones.
Horrible human fluids.
Yes.
Also, how many
so-
turns have we done? I haven't had one in quite some time.
That's because you haven't been listening when you've been called out.
Yeah,
I'm on my
I
second
put
turn,
pin in it.
Xavier. So if you want to take your first turn, you're more than
Yeah, go
welcome
for
to
it.
before I take my second.
Because you are at like the very ass end of the turn order, and you weren't there when your last turn was up. So I said I was just going to hold your
Figure
action
out-
for you.
Oh, who was before me? Yeah, before me. So I didn't know who to look out for, and then my name was called, and I was kind of just zoned out.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. I get being tired. So you can take your turn right now if you really want to.
This is the first for a D&D session. I worked right up until the second I got home.
Oh.
All right, how many of them are within the vicinity?
Well, you can't see Trisbal anymore because he's been pulled into the creature. Galazonk just got his shit wrecked and he's in its face. And Durzo's also nearby, but he's up on the stairs a bit. Lux and Layla are standing on a dais in the middle of the room, so they're not really in immediate danger, and Jericho is at the back of the room as far away from this thing as possible.
Indeed.
All right, so it's only one creature.
Yes.
I will still use my wild spirit.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I can hit with it. So I will attack with the spirit using Flame Seed.
Okay. So I guess you're just going to summon the creature in a place where it's not going to burn everybody.
But only, hopefully, the creature.
That's impossible because it has somebody
inside the creature.
Trisval has become one with this creature.
Yeah, if you want to avoid damaging the party, you are going to have to summon it where it's not going to burn anybody, but you can attack with it.
Wait, Drizbal's a good guy?
Yes,
Drizzle
Trisbal
is me.
Oh. I'm just shite at names. I'd forget my own if it wasn't already a nickname.
Alright.
There we go. That does not hit.
Okay, yeah, it just pings off the,
I'm officially up, active, and working on getting my computer turned on.
Okay. Alright, so you miss. We'll go ahead to God Zonk, who is looking rough.
I'm gonna at least drink a potion.
Okay.
So
I believe I would roll
2d4
that.
plus 2.
2d4.
So I
you
can
get.
7.
You are feeling better.
Alright, that counts as an action, right?
Yes.
Alright, so at least I still have my bonus action.
Yep.
11 does not hit.
No. You bounce off this thing's bony hide.
Alright, so I guess that will be my action.
Alright, Lux.
So it's gonna take a
Sensible
second
thing,
to heal it up,
would be to
but
save a nice spell for healing.
I forgot healing spirit.
Yeah, let's attack and miss, probably. I knew it.
Yeah, unfortunately that goes wide and blows a chunk out of the dungeon wall. Alright, did you have a bonus action or are you good?
No, I got bonus actions.
Alright,
Only I had the cleric level.
fair. Alright, Shedrock, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm after. Okay. Really, I basically just cast Flame Seed and my not Sacred Flame, but the other one that does actual fire
Actually,
damage.
give me a sec because I got all screwed up with the order of things. Jericho didn't do his thing.
No, I wanted to make sure Xavier had his time there.
Yes, that just screwed my brain up. So Jericho, do your thing quick, and then we'll do.
The thing. I probably need to re-roll that one too. Yep. I'm going to use another luck point because I have them. Smoke them if you got them.
All right.
Let me hit that again. Does that get them?
That
Okay. Now, that Okay, Tom?
Yeah.
Do you see I don't know if you see the dice being rolled on the table. Like, I see the virtual dice.
No, I just get the numbers when they're done.
Okay. So, I assume that 10 is including the +3 modifier.
Yes.
Because
Plus
what
5.
I'm seeing... No, the +5 is to hit, +3 is to damage.
Oh, if you mouse over it on the
Okay.
roll 20 thing,
Yeah, for
it'll
some
tell
reason
you
it shows a second D10.
Because you rolled twice. You
No.
rolled 2 attacks.
Every
you
time
did.
I hit the Eldritch Blast, just once, I click it just once, 2 D10 appear. It just did again.
Okay. So the first time is because you rolled 2 attacks.
Okay, what about this time?
So you're rolling and it's showing up 2d10?
Correct. But it's not the number that I'm getting, this 10 down here, is not the sum total of the 2d10.
right? Yeah, it's giving me just the 7 plus 3.
Are you rolling D&D Beyond dice or in
Yes,
Roll20?
D&D Beyond dice.
That's weird.
D&D Dice Beyond.
Well, it's only passing 1, so it might just be a glitch,
A
a
glitch.
graphical glitch.
Yeah, as long as it's counting the 1, then I guess that's what matters. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's counting correct. It's still counting correctly.
So
Okay.
it takes the blast. Then it's Shedrak's actual turn. Because I got all kinds of screwed up for a second there.
All right. Flame Seed failed,
Okay.
and it needs to make a Constitution 13 saving throw for frostbite.
Okay. Con save. It got a 20, so yes. All right. Layla.
Well, I'm gonna have to get close to this thing if I want to do anything, so I'm gonna move up to it,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack.
All right.
Go ahead and poke it.
That'll hit.
And I get sneak attack.
Okay. So that is. Hold on. Doing some math real quick. All right. That does quite a bit. Trizzle, I need con save.
Oh, I'm Tristan, right? Me. Yeah. Actually, I make that at the start of its turn.
Right. I have a
But
moment.
we'll say I make that when its turn comes up. Anyway, it's my turn.
Yes.
I am blinded and restrained, so I have disadvantage on my attacks, but I am a barbarian, so I just scream really loud and ignore that.
It can't punch you right now, so there's literally
Right,
no
it
reason
can't,
not
it
to
can't
reckless.
physically attack me, so there's no reason not to reckless. So it counteracts the disadvantage, I just have a straight roll.
Okay.
And I miss anyway. Oh well.
All right.
If you miss an attack and you still rage, doesn't that end rage?
No, as long as you attack or take damage. Doesn't have to hit, just have to
Taking
try.
damage?
I have not taken damage, but I have attacked. It doesn't. You don't have to do damage. You just have to attack.
Try.
Yeah, as long as you're trying to deal damage.
So literally, the biggest threat to you is
definitely a try.
the biggest threat to you right now is suffocation. But I think you have some time yet.
I think I get I think I can hold my breath for like a round per point of my Constitution score.
Right. So you
So
are,
I think I'm okay on that.
Yeah, it has only been 2 rounds, so you're good. And it is Durzo.
Is this thing still prone, or did it get up after its last action?
It's difficult to tell, but I would say it is actually up. Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to keep looking at stat this thing.
Hits. 9. And then that does count as sneak attack, so 19, damn.
And
Rogue, man.
no, we're not.
That misses. Up next is its turn. You get your Constitution save. It will this turn punch Durzo because Durzo just did a shitload of damage to it.
No.
And in the interest of self-preservation, I don't think 11 hits you.
No. But I am glad
But it gets a
that
set.
crit.
Oh yeah. Its second attack does get a 17 though.
That would
So you take 13 bludgeoning damage as the thing just slams one of its tendrils into your face.
it's the first time I've been hit this entire.
Getting the,
Yeah. I
getting, the
got
heck,
critically damaged.
getting the heck out of the back of the room's a hell of a drug, isn't it? Jericho.
Speaking of getting hang out at the back of the room, Jericho.
Blast. Oh yeah.
Blast indeed.
Max damage too.
Blast.
Got
That
him.
blows a chunk out of it. There's like goo and bones spreading, like
Bone marrow.
splattered on the walls. All right, God Zonk.
Just so I won't freaking have what happened last time, I'm going to do the dodge action, and I'm going to punch it as my
Oh.
bonus action.
Okay.
So that's your last key point, right? You can't punch as your bonus action unless your main action
Oh,
is an
right.
attack.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
You
you're gonna have to
can
punch it
dodge as a
and
bonus
then-
action if you use your key point.
I don't really want to do. I'll just double punch.
Double punch. All right, let's do it. Live
Keep forgetting about
dangerously.
that.
Live
Does the 18
dangerously.
hit?
Yes, it does.
5 force damage for the first one.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Just got him.
Just gets him.
Yep.
And another 5 damage.
Knock, knock.
Well, force.
It's starting to look distinctly weaker. A lot of its mass is sloughing off, and you can even see parts of Jericho sticking out through it at this point.
Drizzle.
Jericho. How
Right,
did
Tristan.
Jericho get in there?
How did I get in there?
Magic. I meant
Talking to
Tristan.
you.
Lux, you're up.
Save.
All right. I mean, you will be happy to know Dex is it's probably its worst stat, and I got a 4. Actually, no, Charisma is by far its worst stat.
Ah.
All right. It's really starting to look pretty ragged right now. Shedrack.
All right, who's that person I keep forgetting to heal?
Me, God Zonk.
Godazonk looked god-awful.
I'm gonna spend my free action laughing because anyone named God shouldn't have to be healed. I use Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay, so you're going to have to run across the room and get right up to him. So 1, 2.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you end up 5 feet away.
I'm sorry, what was my fucking roll? Okay, it rolled Frostbite and not Cure Wounds. I rolled a 6?
Oh, you actually
3, 8
don't
plus 3,
reach.
and I roll a 6.
Unfortunately, you can't quite reach Godazonk right now. Unless you double move, in which case you can't do the healing thing.
I healing word him,
That'll do
which
it.
I thought I was doing in the first place until like you run across the room, and I'm like, oh sure.
Well, you can always still keep your distance.
Oh yeah, you can stay at the back of the room then if you want a healing word.
If it'll ever roll damage for me. Well, healing. Alright, can someone please roll 2d4 for me, please?
I'll roll it since it's my health.
All right.
Here comes the 1.
5.
5 health. You're at 6.
Doesn't he add his wisdom modifier?
Oh yes, then you're at 9.
Plus 3.
Plus 9?
No, plus 3.
So,
So you
total
gain
9 plus
You
3.
gain 8.
Still, I'm at 16, so it's better than nothing.
How are you at
Oh, I thought you were at 1.
I was at 1, but I chucked a potion.
Oh, that's right. Right. I forgot about that. Excuse me while I head desk for a minute. My brain is slightly fried. I had a headache today, so. All right. So that brings it to Layla.
I'll give advantage to our barbarian, and I will poke it again.
Okay. $11. The little skull gets right in the way, and you bounce off of its the cranium. All right. Triswell.
reckless in attack.
All right.
Well, probably not.
12 does not quite get him, unfortunately.
No.
There's a...
I'm going to continue to stab at this thing while yelling, "Just die already!"
Oh.
You hit.
Come on, move so I can roll my sneak attack.
All right. So, how do you want to kill it?
Keep stabbing at it until
No, I said, how do you want to kill it?
I would like to.
Means you got the coup de grace.
I would like to stab through the baby skull.
Okay. Yeah,
Of course, it has to be the baby skull.
It splits the skull, and then the creature just falls apart to goop, leaving a very gross but alive Trisvel on the floor.
I smash an unrelated, large, fragile bone as I roar my way out of the remnants of this thing. I smash another
Crush it.
bone pile.
I'm gonna
pieces.
make
Yeah.
a quick insight check here.
Sure.
That's a good 17.
Why do you need an
Are we
check?
sure this thing? I'm just checking to make sure we're sure that this thing is toast.
Well, if you're worried about that, Trisvel is going to continue kicking the shit out of it as long as my rage lasts.
So,
Well, no, a rage lasts 1 minute, so
Well, that
I will-
is one way to surrender.
Try and collect the baby skeleton parts.
okay, you get the skull and a few other bones that are pretty obvious. You don't get the whole thing, but you get enough.
Would we all like to take a dance in the moonlight rays?
What was the name of this thing again? Something that destroys.
Oh yeah, hold on, let me... Yank. Lorgoth the Destroyer.
Still a terrible name for a name. So do I now get to assume the title of the Destroyer?
I mean, if you want to, no one's stopping you. If you want to walk around calling yourself the Destroyer, go for it.
Yeah, I almost got my ass handed by the Destroyer.
Are these undead ghost things still chanting? What do they have to say about this?
They have disappeared as soon as the battle began. No, not as soon as the battle began. I had a moment. They just stopped chanting. Like, as the thing falls apart, they give out a loud shriek. Their black torches burst out in like a flare of this dark light, and then they disappear. And as
So it is dead?
What are we doing with it? Can I search? Is there nothing else in the mound other than bones and goop?
it's all bones and goop.
So what are we doing with this baby?
Layla.
I imagine the goal is
Right, poke it.
it is very dead. There are chunks of baby skeleton.
Who's hurt? Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Yeah, who's hurt?
I mean, was it even like actually their baby to begin with?
But you do recall the children said their baby brother was in the basement.
Do we know the resting place of the Skelly Bro?
You do know where the family crypt is, yes.
I'll bundle it up in something and bring it to the crypt.
Are we sure that they considered this baby brother as part of the family? I know some people who've had bastard sons, they're just kind of like, nah, that's not my kid.
There's no indication of that happening here.
I don't really care what they think at this point. They've tried to kill us multiple times. I'm really more concerned with what the ghost children think.
I guess if we're gonna bury the baby, it's gotta be somewhere up here.
Yeah, either one of those crypts will suffice.
I'll put them in there with the parents. Or
No, please not with the parents. At least do it with the other kids.
Well, the kids are
Yeah, turn dicks.
Yeah, the kids are.
there's
I mean, I don't want this to be a thing of conveniency because I'd rather not the baby they most likely killed be then buried with the people who are assholes to all three of the children at once.
I can't stop thinking about that picture of like the mother holding the baby like weird, like maybe it was even her baby to be honest, but
Like as you're up here like debating this, like getting ready to bury the kid, you hear a rumbling from upstairs.
I go investigate.
I'll put the baby in the room and time to go.
Okay.
Shortcuts
Okay.
are good.
Let me put you guys back into the death house proper. Alright, so everybody was up here. You are now all. Hold on, I need to get on the grabby layer. Yes, you're all in the wolf room, so. And as you are exiting the trap door, you enter into this room, and the room is filled with a thick black smoke. The windows have bricks in them all of a sudden, and the walls are starting to fall apart and like peel. It looks like Silent Hill going on in here right now. And I need everybody to make a real quick con save.
Shit.
Outside the door.
This is some darkness.
Well, I passed.
So, anyone who fails this save,
Did I win? Did I get?
What save?
you need a Constitution saving throw, and if you get lower than 10,
Constitution?
yep,
God damn it.
lower than 10, you take 8 damage because you're like breathing in the smoke and coughing and hacking. Another thing I should note is that the door here, there is no door, but there are like whirling blades in the doorway. They're kind of crumbling, brittle, like the wallpaper's peeling off, the wood
I'm
looks
gonna try to
rotten.
spear my way through the wall.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up to here and just lower my head and try to just like shoulder like Kool-Aid Man through the wall.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, I wish I could rage.
You're out of rages?
I'm out of rages. Didn't even need it.
You
21.
Outrageous.
Bam! Right through the wall into the entryway.
Doors open!
Okay.
Time to go.
Similarly, there are blades in this human.
That is one way to create an exit,
Why
I
didn't we just
suppose.
go through the windows in the room?
They were bricked up. I did mention that. The windows are full of bricks. Like,
Oh.
everything now looks very horrible and different. You are, however, out of the room where you were breathing in the poison gas. Yeah, go ahead, strength check.
Tell me what?
I said treasure.
You just managed to shoulder barge through it and break away enough of it that you can kind of like scoot through it.
Did we have to still make that Constitution check? Because I got an 8.
No, the first time, yes. The second time, Trisville had busted through the wall, so you had an escape route.
Well, then I still take damage for the first time.
Okay.
The front door is wide open.
Time to go. Let's get out.
How much for the first one?
You took 8.
I still would like to cast
Yeah,
Healing
out,
Spirit
out,
to heal everybody.
Out.
Wait,
Cast
can you
spells
take us
later.
out,
Out.
please?
I will. I leave.
We're sitting here like, is there any treasure around here?
All right, and you have escaped.
The only treasure is friendship and being alive.
I'm running.
I get out and I'm like, oh, that for some goddamn bread.
All right.
I didn't even get.
So the house
How
has
this all started.
basically. The house is basically like. It looked like a very nice manor house when you went in. It is falling apart. It's old looking, decrepit when you look back at it. But you have escaped, and you have laid the children to rest. And you still have all your cool swag.
Town.
Barovia.
Yes. The town is also called Barovia.
Indeed.
Yeah, you're.
And the Lord of Barovia seems to be quite disagreeable.
Let me, there you go. Should be able to see the village map now. So yeah, you come back out in front of the house here. That is the world map. Because as I've said, they are both named Barovia. There you go. There we are. You are in front of this big gray house, which is where you just came from. Ismark and Irina kind of are standing nearby. And they're like, you've been in there for a very long time. Are you okay? And Irina points at Godazonk and is like, he does not look so good.
As Godazong's just heaving, weaving from being fucking bitch slapped.
What happened in there?
You don't want to know.
Oh, you know, kids, babies trying to eat you, whatever.
For some reason, the decor of the manor changed when we left.
Throughout the entire land of Barovia, there have been people who worship the devil, yes.
There's cult wherever you go. I look over at my brother.
Ismark is like, yes, my father has tried to stamp them out. They've been a problem for a while. Every now and then we've had visitors from other worlds like yourselves, and occasionally they would go missing. We always thought it was the fault of this cult, but we could never prove anything.
Well, that house seems to hold plenty.
I see. Well, glad you made it out okay.
Is it full rest or healing spirit? Or
Well,
long
we're
rest?
probably gonna rest after this, so there's no point in.
Well,
Yeah,
then
Yeah,
yes,
I think we need to go find somewhere to rest and pawn all this crap we found.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a store, yes, there is a place. Let me.
Can AL be sell loot past like getting 10 gold or something? I thought it was.
Yes, he will not give you very good prices. That is the problem.
No, I meant. Well, I guess that works, but I meant like. Is the maximum amount of accruable cash within a session 10 gold?
No.
No. What you find, you get to keep. The problem is the guy in this town is not likely to give you good prices.
Fair enough.
Might as well just hold on to it until we go to another town. It's not like we have a bunch of gold that we need to spend right now.
I forgot gold was a thing in this game because, like, the only thing we really used it to buy is potions and armor.
Potions and armor are pretty important.
Yeah, but then we had all this cash that we didn't buy any more potions for because we had like 8.
Potion a day.
And I was a healer. I think you mean a potion a day keeps the adventurer at bay.
At play.
Potion midway. That's better than I was going to go. Well, I was going to say in pray.
I was
Or
gonna
in
say it
play.
keeps the adventurer awake.
Yeah.
That doesn't rhyme.
Is it rhyme?
The
Who the fuck cares?
at this point, is Mark is like, you know what? We'll be leaving in the morning, and we would feel probably safer for all of us if you stayed at the mansion with us before we leave.
Yeah, that's probably a good plan.
All right.
On one hand, yes, which is why we'd probably be glad for your help. On the other, do you remember what Strahd's minion told us? Strahd is granting a grieving period, and as much of a bastard as a man may be, he keeps his word.
That was
I don't
our
think
own
he had anything
stupid
to do with
decision.
that. That was
Yeah,
because
that
I wanted
That was
bread.
entirely us.
Actually, I raised up my hand. I'm like, actually, I think that's kind of me because I wanted some bread and then I ran into some kids and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help you.
Look at you angrily because
I think we did a
fucking
good
hand you
thing
the
there,
best piece of
Layla,
bread
whether or
you've
not it
ever
was.
eaten.
I didn't even get the bread.
I will make bread for you. I am a chef.
Layla, I think we did a good thing there, even if it was maybe a little rough at points.
I mean, I got a cool sword out of it, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, that is a fine looking blade.
I will give Strahd one thing. The devil is a man of his word. If he says we will be safe for a few days, we will probably be safe for a few days.
So let's go take a nap in the mansion.
You don't have any weird like sacrificial altars in your basement or angry bone piles or anything that we need to be worried about, right?
Like Ismark kind of laughs. No, of course not. Of course not.
We've just had bad experiences with mansions in the last 20 minutes.
Well, this town
Their name was Thorn and Rose.
has seen its share of horrible things, but I do not believe there will be ghosts in my house. Of course. So you spend a fairly uneventful night in the Burgermeister's mansion. Where'd the party token go? I was just looking at it. Yes. So get back all your stuff.
Holly bloody Luya.
Wait, I'm not trying to level up. I'm trying to long rest.
So now it is appropriate to go to the overworld map because the next morning there is a cart and stuff ready to go out behind the mansion. It is hitched to 2 horses. It has a few personal belongings in it and a decent amount of room in it. It's kind of like a covered wagon that has like one bed in it and then some cooking things, and utensils, and chests, and things like that.
Am I the one that found out, or is it?
Ismar pats the wagon and he's like, "This was a gift to my father from a group of his study that once."
Oh, very good.
We can begin the journey to Vallaki. Whenever you are ready, if you have everything ready, we'll begin our way.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm good to go.
I don't really need anything.
Wait, we long rested?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to state that my special treats that people can eat are bread, and I'm giving them both to the person who made us go into the Hell Mansion.
I didn't want your bread. I want dream bread.
Take +4 health!
Actually, he
It doesn't
bought.
work. It won't work like that for
I know, it's
multiple
only
reasons.
+2 temporary until they lose that
He,
2 temporary.
Also, he did buy like 20 of the dream breads.
20 what?
You bought like 20 of the dream bread, remember?
Dream bread.
Yeah, the dream pastries. You bought out the whole
Yes,
whole
I
stuff.
did!
Yeah, those things are good. Like anyone who eats them, damn. Oh, they're so amazing.
I have
Best
at
thing.
least one every single night.
All right. So it's been 2 nights. You had 2 of them.
You're damn right I have.
I feel like you'll go bad before you're done.
That's a good point. I eat 3 every night.
So you've had
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if Trisvel actually managed to down one last night before passing out. Trisvel was pretty wrecked.
All right.
There's always time for eating.
I believe Trisvel had like 1 of them, didn't they?
I've eaten 1. I have 9 more in my inventory.
Okay. Cool. All right. So the party wakes up relatively refreshed and begins the journey. Ismark brings you guys along the road, so I will get you to the appropriate area here. He basically just follows the road until he reaches a fork in the road here. And at the fork in the road, give me just a sec to find what I'm looking for. So there's an old wooden gallows that creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west, and a frayed length of rope dangles from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, which is where you came from, Sarah Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Vallaki to the southwest. So actually I should,
Well, we know where we're supposed to be going.
yeah. There are also 11 graves that stand near the gallows, crumbling in places and covered in moss. And I need to roll a d8 real quick.
I like to leave the portion of my rations to each of the 11 graves?
God of Zonk, as you guys are about to move past the
Wait, what about me?
yeah, as the carriage is about to roll past the gallows, you look up and where there was no body before, you see one. It's your body staring back at you.
I freaking just try to ignore it. Just you see Godazon just trembling. "Gah!"
As the breeze blows, it turns towards you and it locks eyes with you. It's empty eye sockets where there were once, eyes, and now there's nothing. And it basically stares at you and goes, "Go to the pool."
Go to the what?
The pool.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
Actually, everyone hears it say that, but nobody else sees God of Zonk's body. You all see a random Barovian hanging there. The only one that sees themselves is God of Zonk.
I'd just like to
And-
think that we see Gazon.
Nope, you see a random dude in Barovian clothing who whispers this, "Go to the pool," and then crumbles to dust after his message is delivered.
I don't quite listening.
I didn't know we had places that swim in this realm.
Yeah, you just see Godazon just trembling, being scared shitless.
The dead have
Snap
not.
out of it, Matt.
Let's not.
The one, Ismark, who's like riding the carriage, kind of sits there for a second. He's like, it probably means Serpool. There's a Vistani encampment there. It's probably safe, actually.
Oh, what in game?
Vistani. They're the people who gave me this wagon. Well, my father. And he taps
Yeah.
on it. The Serpool is home to the camp there. It's home to a powerful fortune telling named Madame Eva.
Do you know if a man named Mikhail is there?
Mikhail? It's not a name I've heard before, but it would be a place to ask, I suppose.
Didn't he say Mikhail?
I feel like
Here, let's go.
I mean, if we pass by Serpool and the encampment, it will lead us to the same bridge that goes northward to Vallaki, so it will not be too out of our way. Actually, it will be faster. It's a bit of a shortcut. People just don't like to cut through the Vistani camp.
Sure.
I can't imagine.
All right. Madame Eva's always been relatively good to me, I suppose, whenever I've run into her, so yes, we'll head that way. And he travels north up this road until you reach this. Allow me to do some revealing here. So yeah, this whole area you've basically traveled through or can see from where you're at. So as you draw closer, you actually start to hear music, whereas most of the stuff in this land has been very oppressive and terrible, you actually hear very cheerful music and the sounds of people singing as you approach. The road itself gradually disappears and is replaced by a muddy path through the trees, with deep ruts in the earth where wagons come and go. And as you approach the edge of the pool, you can see 5 colorful round tents, each about 10 feet in diameter, pitched outside a ring of 4 wagons, very much in the same style as the one you're riding in. A much larger tent stands on the shore of the lake. And in the middle, there's a big fire ring where people are playing instruments and singing and clapping. And as you approach, a very colorfully dressed man stands up and walks up and goes, "Oh, welcome, travelers. Madam Ava has been expecting you. Come, come."
Madam Ava.
Yes, Madam Ava. She is our matriarch. She's an old woman. Oldest in our camp. No one knows how old this lady is. Could be hundreds of years old, honestly.
Why is everyone around here so excited to have us go places all the time?
Yeah, well, if you have questions, Madam Ava can answer them.
All I've had is questions since I've mysteriously found myself within this land.
Well, if you come with me, I believe you will have all of your questions answered. Come, come, sit by the fire, have a drink. Someone bring wine, and like a bunch of people run off to gather like cups and platters, and they bring them over. It's like, I will go tell Madam Ava you've arrived. I'm sure she will be excited to hear it.
Are we near Ava?
Madam Ava's in the big tent, the one over by the water.
Can I go say hi?
We'd better tell her that you're here, and then we will bring you there.
I have cookies.
Hold on.
And milk.
I'm sure you do, and I'm sure they are wonderful, but there is some decorum here. So this is where you guys find yourself.
Definition of decorum.
You guys find yourself at this encampment, and you are entering from over here on the road. If you can see it, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so Durzo's on the map. You want to place yourselves.
Pull up the map.
Okay.
I would like to look around the camp to see if I can find another mouse.
You can run again.
Roll a random d20.
Probably not.
Nah, you don't really find one.
I have
So, once you make your way to that tent, people are generally too distracted to really stop you, so you go inside, and there's this old woman sitting inside, kind of in front of a table, with like a crystal ball, and like basically very fortune teller-esque.
I heard you were Ava, and I offer her a cookie.
Let me see if I can find the thing. Nope, that's fine. All right, so, yeah, if you also follow in, the guy was, the one guy who was talking to you was just like, hey, wait a minute, you know what? She was expecting you anyway, that's fine, I'm gonna go drink. And Ava looks up and he's like, welcome, visitors. I have been expecting you. You're the first one in. She looks at you and goes, Lux, right?
Yeah. Neat.
Yes, welcome. I suppose gather your friends, gather them all around. Wish to see all of you.
This isn't creepy at all.
And like she's ancient. Her eyes are kind of like a milky gray, almost like she looks kind of blind. And as all of you enter, she greets you by name, like, "Oh yes, welcome, Layla. Durzo, nice to meet you. Goddess Honk."
So Shedrack isn't actually my name. It's just kind of the nickname granted upon me.
She smiles. I know. But you prefer to be known as Shedrack.
I don't actually. I just don't know what his name is.
You may find it out someday.
She like nods, says, Jarek.
Ah, yes, Jericho. Welcome.
Have we met before?
She kind of laughs and taps the crystal ball and goes,
No, I see things.
So I heard you know how to become a demon.
Pardon me. Who told you that?
Your magical wizard lady who has the ability to see things that others cannot. If you do not know this information, then I assume that I'll just be surprised, really.
She gives a laugh and she's like, I could probably find something out, but that is not your destiny. Your destiny?
she kind of like laces her fingers together over the table and she's like,
Your destiny is to defeat the devil himself.
Could I not be a devil to beat a devil?
Now, I'm afraid if you gained the powers of our dear Dark Lord, you would not be in the state of mind to defeat him, but rather to aid him.
Ah, man. I knew there was some sort of master to attorney slave system. It's always good.
So, like, on the table in front of her, she sets a deck of cards and she's like,
I will, however, give you some information that will help you on your way.
Can you provide us with the information as to how we got here in the first place?
I suppose I could. The Dark Lord, Strahd, has control over all things in this land. He can part the mist to allow people to enter or leave, but he himself is a prisoner. For some reason, he took an interest in you. Probably because every couple of years he allows fresh blood into the lands of Ravenloft. He thinks it spices things up. It gives him a proper hunt, I believe, is what he would refer to it as.
I bet he's one of those guys that if we beat him up, he just kind of teleports us back to our own universe in defeat.
Yeah, he can't. Not like that. You would have to walk out of the mist. The only way you'd be able to do that is if he allows you to, or if he dies.
So it is. Oh, sure, cool.
and like as she's speaking, she lays out like 2 decks of cards.
So, would you like to know how to defeat the devil?
Yeah, sure, hit me.
That sounds helpful, yes.
Very well. First is a card that speaks of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy.
She draws a card and places it here.
Ah, the healer. She sits and thinks for a minute and hums. The healer. And I have to dig through a lot of stuff to find this.
I'm gonna be trying to take notes on this.
Her eyes kind of go like roll back into her head for a moment, and she goes, "Ah, look to the west. You will find a pool blessed by the light of a white sun."
Oh wait, look to the west. Go to the pool blessed by
The light of a white sun.
Blessed by the white sun.
Yes. I will, for everyone's sake.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to write all these down.
The second card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol, a symbol of great hope. She lays out a second card. The Dictator. It would help if I had memorized what half of this shit is, but I am not that good at that.
There's
This would be a lot more.
cards you're not memorizing all.
No.
Maybe if you've done nothing but Curse of Strahd over and over and over.
She sets this one out. The Dictator. I see a throne fit for a king. The treasure will lie behind a throne.
Treasure's always good.
The next
You're gonna put that in the chat again?
Yes. 1 second.
Yeah, because I'm trying to write all these notes down to help us. Just so you won't keep repeating this over and over.
That is fair. Now, the third card. This is a card of power and strength. It will tell you of a weapon of vengeance, a sword made of sunlight. The philanthropist. Let's see. Let me find this thing. She basically like sits there for a sec. Look to a place where sickness and madness are bred, where children once cried, the treasure still lies.
Some madness. Yeah, just have to wait for the whole thing because I can't.
I bet it's a schoolhouse.
And she draws another card. This card shall shed some light on one who will help you greatly in your battle against the darkness. She lays it on the table. I see a fallen paladin of a fallen order of knights. He lingers like a ghost in a dead dragon's lair.
What was the ghost again?
1 sec.
Okay.
The final card. Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. The Raven.
The Raven. I always like ravens.
Look to the mother's tomb.
That's it? Just look to the mother's tomb?
Yes.
Yeah, just do it.
God, Azon, she used small words. You should understand.
He was expecting more.
Expected more.
I just couldn't help but laugh. No, at least with me writing all these notes down, it's gonna help us tremendously. I even put in what each card was.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. I was told to go to the pool, and one of the cards is look to the west, find a pool blessed by the light and white of the white sun.
Clearly will not.
Seems like a reasonable direction to head. We might also want to take advantage of the fact that we're in a town that's not full of scumbags, and pawn some of our stolen goods while we're here.
All right.
It's a horrible way to phrase it. It's a fortune's game.
Yes, I suppose we could, I suppose some of the men in my camp could trade you for some of your goods, yes. Oh, also, you've done a long rest with that cape on. I almost forgot to tell you what it is. I kind of forgot exactly what it is, so I need to find that real quick.
It's a cape of strangulation.
You are not dead.
I died in my.
You are dead.
Hey, beggars can't.
First edition, ladies and gentlemen, it's a real motherfucker.
You've been wearing it for one whole night. Now see your chance to go back.
It is a cloak of protection.
Is it only just the person, or because of Adventures League rules, we all get one?
Adventures League rules, you can all choose to have a cloak of protection.
Let me see what it does.
I have uncovered the handout in the handout library.
I'll take one.
I'll take one.
Yeah, you get +1 to AC and saving throws while you wear the cloak.
Oh, hey, I only needed a stone that didn't even give me a plus AC to that. Okay.
Well, being that I don't really wear armor, this can help me tremendously.
If you add it to D&D Beyond, just make sure you remember to attune it so it actually adds it to your stuff.
All right, I forgot it needs to get tuned.
You're attuned to it because you've had it all night, yeah. This place isn't exactly full of money, but they can scrounge up enough to give you liquid assets for the jewels and whatnot that you're looking to pawn.
All right, so there are 7 of us. Each of us gains 20 gold. Somebody gains 1 extra gold. Actually, no, we have a perfect split. Everybody gets 21 gold.
Very well. 21 gold.
Technically, 6 of us get 20 gold and 10 silver, but it doesn't matter.
A lot of gold.
Excellent.
you weren't gonna take any of the goods from us stealing.
Who, me?
What?
We never said that.
Someone
No.
said that.
Let me be very clear. I was against looting the house when I thought there were living people living in it. Not so much primarily out of a moral concern, but just because out of, like, stealing shit out of people's houses is generally not seen as proper social behavior. Once it became clear that A, everyone in the house was dead, and B, they were still going to try to kill us anyway, at that point, looting seemed the appropriate response.
Okay.
At that point, he's trying to steal anything that's not nailed.
So, it's still super early in the day, by the way. You've only traveled about 4 miles outside of the village of Barovia.
Fair enough.
Yeah, each hexagon on the world map is only a quarter mile.
Oh, wow.
So you can, in the course of a day, you can travel across large swaths of this map.
All
Very
right.
good.
So, like, you get your reading from Matameda, and you might have a couple of drinks with Vistani, and they're partying, and they're having wine, and they're playing music. And eventually, Ismark and Irina are like, well, I suppose we should get going.
I'm again going to ask if Mikhail is in this village.
Mikhail. Mikhail is somebody we have heard of, but he is not specifically from this village. There is another encampment out by Vallaki. He might have better luck there.
Well, he was claiming to be a Vistani. I get the feeling he's the
Guy puts his arm around your shoulder and is like, let me let you in on a little secret. The Vistani have an agreement with the Dark Lord, Strahd. When he was mortal, our ancestors saved his life. And so, he leaves us alone for the most part and allows us to travel the mists. In exchange, occasionally, we have to do favors for the man.
I'm still going to punch him when I find him.
Oh yes, by all means, just keep in mind, he was probably not doing it out of any ill will, only to save his skin.
Okay.
And with that, everyone loads up into the wagon and it begins traveling. It's about another mile and a half and you come to a stone bridge over water. Have I put you guys on the right? No, I haven't. Technology, people. So yeah, you travel from about here to this area. And can somebody roll me as soon as I... I will pick at random. Josh, roll me.
Which one?
Which one?
You picked the one where he's still
Right. Pilgrim, because I'm going in order of people's faces down on the bottom.
I like that, Josh. There's two of them.
Why
Roll
can't you guys
D20.
have a unique name?
Roll what?
D20.
Why can't you guys have a unique name?
I'd have to ask my parents.
It was a good year for that.
You rolled a 13, you said? Nope, nothing happens. You have a very uneventful hour or so of travel. And eventually, yeah, you enter out into another large, sort of like hilly area. Sort of rolling hills, and then off to the west, you can see Castle Ravenloft up on top of the mountain as you travel northward. eventually you come to this area, where here things are going to happen as soon as I get them together. So these are very much the same as the gate you passed when you first entered Barovia. The large gate with like two headless statues standing in front of them, holding swords. The gates here are open already. Basically, people travel through these all the time. And in front of the gate, you are beset by... there is a carriage, basically, sitting near the gate, drawn by two, not horses, but dire wolves.
Great.
A carriage drawn by dire
Yes.
Whoever is in here likes to ride in style.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Let me set up a thing real quick. This is going to take me a minute because I'm bad with technology. Sorry, I'm taking a minute here. The hell? I'm gonna have to refresh again.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
Give this thing a minute. Yes, I understand that dynamic lighting is cool, but I don't have the money for it. Not really a super large amount of patience either, because it can be finicky. Okay. Where is my monster? Why is it? Now it's not letting me drag the token onto the map. Every time I try, it is highlight. There it goes. Finally, friggin' hell. Okay. Okay. So there is the carriage. Damn it.
There is a lot of background noise going on somewhere. I think it's coming from the other Joshes. Mike. Thanks.
Okay, give me 1 second here.
We're supposed to be hearing some weird, creepy clown music, right, Tom?
Yes.
Okay, great.
The
Really
creepy,
sets the mood.
sort of very unnerving clown-like music, yes.
Indeed.
I apologize to those that it may affect, but I am new.
Tired?
All right, good night.
I apologize. Good night.
Oh, you're good. Okay. I think I finally have this set up. You guys would be entering from down here somewhere.
Great.
That one thing in the middle doesn't look like an ordinary wolf.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
That's what they always
It's
say
like
before you die.
Looks like an advanced wolf.
Yes.
Very advanced.
It's a wolf to advanced class.
Let me add. There's some people I need to add as well, real quick. Because with you is, of course, Irina and Ismark. Basically, as you approach, these things are, there's two more of these large, gigantic wolves
What?
on the front of this carriage.
Yeah.
You can't really see into it. There's somebody in there, probably. And these wolves look immediately hostile and begin making their way towards you.
This is the part where Strahd comes out and he tells them to calm down again.
You would hope.
I think this is the part where we need initiatives.
Are you sure about that?
Well, when Tom put out the turn order,
How sure are you that this is that part?
Not very, but call it
All right. I'm going to go with your hunch and roll that initiative.
Yeah, so there are 4 massive wolves the size of horses, and then in the middle, an even larger wolf.
Is this wolf standing on its hind legs?
At the moment, no.
Actually, can
At
you
the
put
moment, no.
You put
The
the
Not at the moment.
confidence.
Not at the moment.
the hammer, like the. Yeah, just click that.
Let me just get. There's a lot of initiatives to keep track of here.
Short sword.
Indeed.
Okay. So that's all them guys that I have to roll for.
I'm clicking.
Who didn't get added? I'm assuming, as usual,
Durzo should have.
Durzo's got a 15.
Oh, that's right. That was the customs. Yeah, I have
And, I think everybody else is on there.
I think so.
It looks it. All right. So kicking off the initiative is, surprisingly, Mark. Who, he pulls out a long sword and a short sword, and he's like, "What do we do? Do we fight them? I don't think we can get past them."
Yeah. Who has the silver short sword?
I do. I'm trying to equip it right now.
Actually, wait, no. He pulls out a crossbow off his back, and he's going to take a shot at one of the wolves.
There's no like silver short sword on D&D Beyond, so just a normal.
Yes, there is. Yes,
It's a-
there is. Yes, there is.
Ah,
I'll do it.
Okay.
It's not okay. I don't know why they implemented it this way. It's not a separate item. It's you add a short sword. I'll add it. You add a short sword, and then you click on the short sword, and there's a box inside the customize thing that says silvered.
and then you just check that.
So refresh Alexis or Will, whoever's operating the computer there. If you refresh your page, you should see a silvered short sword added to your sheet now.
okay. So
We didn't have the option to customize.
If you click on an item in inventory, there'll be a button that says customize. You have to add it to your inventory first.
okay, so Ismark here reins in his horses, pulls the crossbow, takes aim, and fires a shot that just smacks this one square in the chest,
Initiative.
causing it to stumble, but it's still up.
Thank you, anyway.
And up next is Lux.
Or not.
Huh?
All right.
Which one just got shot? This one?
Yeah, that one.
Are they within 120 feet?
Yeah, each square is 5 feet, so 9, 10, 15, 20. Oh, yeah, I forgot you can do that.
70, yeah.
Yeah, guiding bolt seems good.
Okay. Which one? The larger one in the middle, or
The big one.
okay.
Never mind.
Hits the ground in front of it and blows up mud and muck into the air. God Zonk.
Well, being that this thing's probably gonna be charging after us, I better just only move 5 feet closer, over here, and dodge action,
Okay.
just in case.
Jericho.
Well, let's see. I got pan view here. So get that eye. Jeez. See, what's the distance from this wolf to me right now? Wish there was a measuring tool.
Which one?
There
The big
is.
one.
The big one?
Yeah.
The big one's
Oh,
70.
so he's in blast range.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much the whole board is almost
Or is in blast range. That's how I like it. How about a nice blast for the gentleman?
That is some good blasting. All right, he takes 10. Un momento. Yeah. Okay. Work with me, technology, please. Okay, yeah, he gets plunked. Durza.
So I guess I'm gonna take my crossbow, or at least one of the ones I have, and take a shot at it. At the one that's already been hit. The regular wolf.
Okay, this one. All right. Oh, yes.
I'm gonna use my piercer ability to reroll damage.
Oh, sure.
Wow, good thing I did.
Better.
Fuck.
Yeah, your bolt hits right in next to Ismark's. It's like one next to the other. He looks over. Good shot, brother. Like pats you on the back.
Piercer feet, good for many things.
All right, it is Irina's turn. She pulls out a rapier and just kind of sits there like, what do we do? She's not going to do anything because she does not seem that fighty. Layla's next.
Those wolves are all really far away, and I'm a stealthy person. Go to my spells. Go down. I guess hideous laughter.
Okay.
Hideous laughter only goes 30 feet.
Just
Laughter is so hideous. It only goes 30 feet.
Dissonant Whispers goes 60. You wouldn't have to be that much closer than you are to hit from 60.
I'll do that then. Wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom save on the big guy.
Sure.
He gets a 14.
That succeed. Oh shit.
Still takes half damage.
Roll damage roll. It already damaged. 9 halved.
9 halved, all right. Okay. Frizzle.
I point unsteadily at the guy in the center and attempt to cast a firebolt.
Okay.
$11.
11's not gonna get him.
And then I'm gonna move back.
All right. Next up is the wolves.
Joe Wolves.
I'm guessing they're gonna double move.
Yes. So they can get right in amongst the party, but they don't get to attack. I have to double check on this guy.
Technically, didn't this one wolf pass me?
Technically, he doesn't have to. He can angle himself in a way that he doesn't need to.
Okay.
This one's got to get here. And this one is going to charge right into there. But that is all of their turns. They don't get to do anything. Ismark pulls out his swords. He's going to go after the wolf that just ran up to him, trying to take a chunk out of him. And see. So first one hits, does 7 to the wolf. Second one hits, so that's 18 altogether. And then he gets to swing the short sword. So 18, 22. Yeah, he just lays into this wolf. Like, goes absolutely buck wild on it.
It's a fun description.
Buck wild.
Like, he shreds this wolf like something fierce. Up next is Lux.
Seems like I have a wolf on me. I will stab it. Or try to. My rolls seem pretty garbage.
That is enough to hit the wolf. No, wait, it's just shy. I'm sorry. It's the other guy that would be enough to hit. I'm sorry.
Had my hopes up there for a second.
Sorry about that. I was looking at the wrong sheet. All right. Any bonus actions? Got anything else?
Yeah.
All right. Got a zonk.
Well, I'm going to move over here. I'm going to activate my stand, and all but this wolf has to roll me a dex save.
Okay. So here's where the mystery goes away. It got 11.
Fails.
I mean, to be fair, we already saw the name on the initiative roll, too, so.
Yeah, fair. And the dire wolf
Fails.
fail.
That one
definitely makes. And the last
That one
one
fails. So yeah, 3 out of the 4 of them are going to take 2d4 force damage.
Okay.
So that's 4 damage, and I'm going to start punching things, mainly the werewolf.
Okay. So he takes.
I'm guessing that doesn't make.
12 hits, actually.
Minimum damage.
And he does take it because it's
Force
force
damage.
damage. Hey, what's up?
Make sure you pet the rats.
Alright. What?
I said make sure you pet the rats. I'm going to bed.
Okay, I'll be up in a bit. All right. So he took, 4 force damage.
Yeah, he can go screw himself with that.
Anything else?
Nah, that's my bonus action and my regular action.
Okay. Next up is Jericho.
Jericho? Josh?
You there, man?
Oh, yep. Hello?
It's
You're
your
up.
turn.
Oh, I was muted. That. Whoops. Okay, this is not good. I have wolves in my face.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take the disengage here.
Fair.
And
Yeah,
just go
you're about to have a
there.
real bad time.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no,
Oh, you're off of that, aren't you?
well, let's
One
see.
must
Hold
know
on.
when to retreat.
Hold on, you're moving 30. So, yeah, you can get to there.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you can get to there.
Okay. So you have moved a distance away, and then it's Durza.
I'm going to drop the crossbow and wildly stab at the big guy here near me.
Okay. Are you mind knife?
Sorry.
I'm psychic blade stabbing.
Okay.
You get sneak attack because I'm basically across from you.
That hits him.
You get sneak attack, don't you?
I'm not done rolling.
Yeah. Damn, son.
Ow, that hurts.
Get away from
And an extra D4. That was a critical, so another D4.
You cut into him, and he's like, ah!
I think that's with the 2d4 in it, isn't it?
No, that's 6. No, oh no, that's a 3 plus 3.
Oh, it's 8 altogether. It missed one of the 2s.
Yep.
Oh,
So okay. So
Oops, sorry, I
8
didn't
plus
mean to
9,
roll that.
27 damage.
Ooh, yeah, you cut into him something awful. He lets out this shrieking howl.
I just formed a
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I did not mean to roll that.
It is Irina's turn. She's going to disengage and run back here similarly.
Man, everyone's disengaging.
I do have to leave for a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna, if my turn comes around in that time frame, I'm going to just continue stabbing, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Up next is Layla.
Move over to this wolf over here. And stab it with my short sword to see if that does any extra damage.
Okay.
So I can hit it.
That hits.
So it's a silver sword. Does it do any extra damage to a wolf?
No, it just means it.
It only works on werewolves.
It,
It doesn't do extra damage, it just deals normal damage.
which
But a
most
normal
weapons
sword would
don't.
only do half damage.
Okay, you also get sneak
actually-
attack there.
Actually, it's not even
Not
that good.
really.
But yes, you do get sneak attack.
It's not that good.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, normal sword doesn't do half damage. It does 0 damage.
Yeah.
What about that
Stuff
silver one?
cannot hurt. The silver one does normal.
Okay, sneak attack, well.
It does a sneak attack, I believe.
Did it?
I don't see a sneak attack roll.
Yeah, no, it didn't do sneak attack yet.
Oops. It was still the sneak attack automatically on the other weapon, so.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cut into
I
it.
wonder if there's a setting for that.
This thing looks incredibly wounded. It's like limping around, but it's still holding itself up. Trisvel.
Trisvel.
Right.
Come in, Trisville.
Wait, I was looking at Durza for a sec.
Trisvel. All right. I am going to continue to back the fuck up. Hide behind whatever I can and continue shooting firebolts.
Okay.
What, you're not gonna like get face first into them?
Hell no.
Which one are you shooting?
The big guy in the middle.
Okay, that'll hit.
Even I went face first, but granted, I activated my stand.
That's some damage. All right. Up next is the wolves. So the two down here, this one is going to attack Layla. So it takes a bite. 23 to hit, so it will do 10 damage. 24 to hit, actually. It's got pack tactics. And, 10 damage, and I need a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Well,
Against who?
That one's against Layla.
Okay.
saving throw. Strength.
Yeah. So this thing
Well, that failed horribly.
bites in your leg, drags your legs out from under you, bears you to the ground, and gets on top of you like it's going to try and, like, rip into you.
I don't suppose I can do telepathic sub, but have to wait until my
I mean,
turn.
you can on your turn.
Yeah, on your turn you can shove him. The other wolf next to it is going to attack Lux. It's got 22 to hit. It'll do 15 damage, and I also need a saving throw. That is not quite enough. You are similarly borne to the ground.
And how much damage?
15. The one over by Ismark will bite him, deals 8 damage. Ismark has to make a strength save. Ismark does not make it. He is also knocked prone. The other wolf will bite into him as he is prone and deal 15. Ismark takes a total of
What, none of them want to bite me?
23. They already had targets as they ran forward.
Damn.
Trust me, one guy wants to bite you.
Oh, the werewolf. Probably.
It's a dire wolf, actually. But
No, the werewolf.
There is a werewolf.
That means a werewolf.
there is.
I looked at the stats and the werewolf didn't attack yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is now
Werewolf London.
it is now his turn. He is going to claw at you and crit for 12 damage, and then
Okay.
try a bite. This one's going to be on Durzo, actually, because Durzo did insane amounts of damage to it. It gets 17 because it's got advantage from pack tactics, I believe. No, it doesn't. It doesn't get pack tactics. So it got a fucking. It
Brandon
botched.
Dodge.
So wait, the claws attacked me or did it attack Durzo?
It hit you with the claws and then went to bite Durzo.
Okay, because if it was going to try and bite me, I don't have to roll strength save. I could roll wisdom save.
That's nice. It missed anyway.
Well, here's the thing.
Ismark-
My strength save is garbage.
It's Mark's turn. He is on the ground. I guess he'll use half his movement to get up. And then go back to town on the werewolf. Does not hit with the first attack. Does hit with the second attack, dealing 11 slashing damage.
To the werewolf?
Not the werewolf, no.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No. He's fighting a dire wolf. And then he'll get a short sword in there, which also hits for 4 damage. He kills this dire wolf.
Good.
Next up is Lux. You are being held down by a big old wolf. You can get up, though.
I get up.
Yeah. I believe there's no...
they don't grapple you, they just knock you prone.
Yeah, they just knock you over.
In that case, I'll stab the almost dead one that attacked my sister.
Okay. That'll hit.
I know.
Matching rapiers strike again.
That,
Really, though?
that takes it down. All right, God Azonk.
All right, so I'm going to try and punch the werewolf.
Magic Space Punch.
Magic Space Punch. 18.
That hits.
And I'm going to Flurry of Blows.
Okay. Now, is the flurry of blows with your arms or with the astral arms?
I believe I can use my astral arms as my attacks.
You can
let me
use astral arm says you can use your unarmed strikes with your astral arms. Flurry of blows are unarmed strikes, so that doesn't work.
And my reach is also 5 foot greater, so I basically have a 10-foot reach.
Yeah.
So yeah, werewolf is getting punched. Since that first, what was it? Flurry of Blows is 2 attacks.
Yes,
When
I
I make
think
2
so.
firm strikes as a bonus action. Yep. So I'm gonna use the 4 arms with astral self for damage. Okay, that's the first one, and the second for flurry. That's a botch.
Okay.
So yeah, I just used 2 of my key points.
All right, but yeah, if they count as the astral arms and they do damage to this thing, and that's enough to take out the werewolf.
Oh, good. Then my other attack would have been just going to the other wolf. So
It's still a botch.
yeah, and
Jericho.
it botch.
That's me.
2 wolves left.
Blast this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I have the page up for my monk, the astral self.
Some lesson.
We're gonna reroll that one.
All righty.
Hooray!
Even
luck.
worse. I don't. Fuck it. Let's do another one.
Can you do that?
Let's see why is this fucking thing there? Yeah, it doesn't say I'm limited to 1. It just says, yeah, you can spend luck points after you roll before the outcome is determined. I know what the outcome of that would be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. God
Some days
almighty.
it's just not meant to be.
Fuck it, I have 3. I'm feeling 3rd time's a charm. That's how Gary Gygax designed this game. What in the Christ?
That is sincerely the worst series of rolls I've ever seen. Holy crap.
I can't believe that. Wow.
I'm sorry. I am sorry, man. That sucks.
A 3 and a 4. I was just missing
And
the
a 5.
5,
Okay, got
1, 2. I had 1, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Well, Lonzo, maybe your next roll will be a 2.
Well, I want to
Holy
get.
crap.
Just-
the beam just shoots out of his finger, misses wildly, bounces off a rock, bounces off a tree branch, bounces off like a discarded cooking pot, and then just goes and hits the ISS. Like,
All right. Well, I guess I'm done for tonight.
Wow. Durzo.
We only rolled this crap when we used roll 20.
to be fair, that's D&D Beyond rolls, not even roll 20.
Yeah, D&D
they're just
Beyond.
ported
It
in.
doesn't make a difference. Computer rolls don't work because their computers aren't random to do random.
Yeah,
They're always
computers
some math
go on
behind it.
Can I tell you the real problem? Computer rolls are more random than human dice, and that freaks people out.
All right, you rolled a 12? No, wait, that's Josh.
No, I just wanted to see what the roll 20 roll would have been.
All right.
That would have been a good roll.
Durzo, what you doing? Wait, Durzo's not here. He'll be back.
He said he was stabbing, so I'll roll for him.
Okay.
Okay, psychic blade attack. Miss. Bonus attack. Mega miss.
Oh, wow. Thrown through the wolves. So Irina continues to not be near that. Layla.
Lynn, can you pull up the map? Just that one's off me. I'll attack the one that's near me.
Assuming you stand up first.
Yeah. Not that one. The short sword. That one
It's
you're doing
not a
it.
werewolf, so it doesn't matter.
All right then.
Actually, you
can
can attack with both of these.
Yeah, you could actually get an extra attack because you can.
No, you can't.
Oh, no. Oh, you have to have the fighting style to do that, don't you?
They have to be light weapons unless you have the dual wielder feat.
Right.
I think it's. Is it only
Is it
one of them has to be light?
No, they both have to be light.
Oh.
The 3.5 rule was one of them had to be light. The 5e rule is they both have to be light unless you have the dual wielder feat.
Well, I'm gonna go. What should we call it? Swashbuckler.
Nice.
That's Swashbuckler's pretty sick.
Can confirm. Good class.
Yeah.
I don't think either of those would have hit.
Yeah.
Triswell.
Triswell still wants no part of this scenario. He is going to continue to fire shakily aimed fire bolts at wolves until they're away. Yeah, that's about right.
All right. It is the wolves' turn. They are going to disengage and run off into the forest.
Good. Bugger off.
I mean, when I just basically force punched the freaking werewolf.
I observed this fight.
You get
Me too,
participation
buddy.
points.
Me too.
Basically, there are still two wolves that exist hooked up to the front of this
Hashtag
cart.
you
But
too.
they have not been involved in this fight. And then stepping down out of the cart, there is a woman in a long red dress, sort of red bonnet gown, covered in very elegant looking jewelry. She starts walking over towards the party, actually clapping her hands.
I will walk and rejoin the group. Whew.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to deploy capitalism.
Well, you stab things unsuccessfully. Robin rolled for you.
Not particularly
Don't
well.
worry, you weren't as unsuccessful as me.
Oh, yeah, look up at all of Lonzo's attacks when using all his lucky die.
1, 3, 4, 5. Just missing a 2.
Use 3 luck points on an attack and still missed.
Well, sometimes that's how it works.
Yep.
So, as she moves closer, you can tell this woman has sort of a very unearthly grace about her. She's extremely pale, has red eyes, very long fingernails, and she's just
walks up to the side of your wagon. Good show, good show. Not many people could deal that handily with my pets.
Your pets.
The pets.
Why, yes. The wolves of Barovia listen to me.
I'm
Wait a
going to point down at the guy who's dead now. That's a man.
He might have been once, yes.
Last I
Do
checked,
D&D werewolves charge back at the people after they die?
They do, actually, yes. He is warped back into a human form.
last I checked, I thought the person who ruled these lands was Strahd.
Oh, yes, my husband does rule these lands, but he gives me control over its wolves.
Your husband.
Yes.
Neat.
Your husband has been giving us a great deal of grief since we've arrived here.
Maybe not try to check off the crazy lady with the wolves.
And she has also been giving us grief with her pets.
Oh, yes. My husband simply sent me. He knew you'd be by here at some point. He wanted to see what you were truly capable of. I was more than happy to administer the test.
Trisval is still trembling a little bit and is also starting to get a little bit short fused with this and is trying not to say anything stupid.
Not a fan of wolves, are you?
No, not really.
I see. Well. This was a most interesting experience. My husband, I'm sure, would love to see you at some point for dinner up at his castle.
Sure he would.
Now, the rules of hospitality, he will not harm you if you are his guest. Unless you do something to break that, of course.
And when would he be inviting us for dinner?
Whenever you feel like coming. Soon though.
Perhaps we could try to see a diplomatic solution to our issues.
Perhaps. You are welcome to come and visit tomorrow night.
Very well. I will negotiate with the lord of this land.
She kind of like grimaces and like as Irina walks up to the carriage, glares daggers at her and goes,
Of course, he would like you to bring this one.
Yeah.
and then she turns and starts making her way back to her carriage.
So hold on.
Do
I
not-
thought the plan was that we were going to leave, that we were taking Arena to Vallaki so that she'd be safe.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going. I was just
She
planning
doesn't
on
need
her
to be a-
leave.
She doesn't need to be our ticket in the door.
Why is she still bagging around with us?
You have not gotten to Vallaki yet.
Huh? Oh, I
You
thought
haven't gone to
I thought we got there.
No, that was just a Vistani camp. No, Vallaki's a
Oh.
city.
Okay.
I don't think she needs to be our ticket in the door to
Oh, certainly not.
negotiate with Strahd.
That seems like it could
funny.
go very badly.
So she does pull this lady does pull back up beside your carriage in hers and looks out and goes, "You know, you never asked my name. That's quite rude."
You never introduced
You-
yourself.
You set your wolves upon us. I think we're in the less rude of the politeness scale here.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Anastasia, Anastasia Karlova.
All right. Good
Well,
night.
very well, we shall meet with your husband tomorrow evening.
Not yet.
No, that's not. No.
No.
She closes the window
No.
and just rides off with her wolf-drawn carriage.
We are to look for a diplomatic solution to solve these problems.
This is why I hate rich people.
We're going to Vallaki.
Perhaps you could go to Vallaki and I could talk to Strahd and hopefully strike a diplomatic deal.
No, if you want to go talk to Strahd, you go
Jericho.
right ahead all alone.
My good friend, if you want to go to the to the big creepy castle of the Vampire Man on your own, then I wish you well of that endeavor. But we need to go to Vallaki first.
Noble, so out of touch with reality.
I'm not out of touch with reality. I know what must be done. And we must try to secure Barovia's safety. And if Strahd is up for a gentleman's diplomatic solution, we should explore that solution.
I agree, possibly, but we have business elsewhere first.
Well, if we could do both within the same day, then let's
He
do
never
it.
gave us a time to go visit him. He said whenever, whether it be tomorrow or in 100 years.
You don't have to shout.
Was it shouting? Yes. Maybe because they're inviting us because they want to get us away from the person they're trying to kidnap.
I don't believe so. They wanted us to bring her along. Which
I don't know. Oh, maybe they want us to bring the kidnap victim to them to make their job easier. Just a thought.
You just recited two different plans, you do realize.
Yes. I'm a very complicated person.
I can tell.
Anyway, yeah, it's about 10, so I figure there's a good place to
Sure.
end for the night.
Right.
Well, you are here at the gate where you met Strahd's wife, Anastasia.
Level 4, baby.
What do I get at level 4?
An ability score increase.
All right. So
You know how I know that? Because that's what everybody gets at level 4.
I'm dumping everything to wisdom.
Unless you
Oh, and I also get slow fall.
Multi-classing before.
So I take reduced damage equal to 5 times my monk level.
what you doing?
Yeah, I hope people have fun with that.
Indeed. So that's another 4 hours in the books on another level.
Yep.
Yup.
Finished up the death house and got to get your reading. See, I told you it was coming.
Well, now my AC is 18.
Nice.
Highest natural AC without wearing any armor.
Cool.
Right on.
Oh, good. William got a healing spell.
All right.
See you all next week.
Bye.
Should be
Bye.
fun.
And for those of you in the stream, if you enjoyed this, we do stream. I will be trying to stream this more often. We do our campaign every Monday during the weekdays, I do plan on streaming some other things, so feel free to come and check it out.